Oh no.
Yeah, I don't have a fancy little intro anymore because it got fucking deleted because of my poor managing skills. So yeah, but we should be live now. We should be live. Oh, cool, fantastic. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Kieran, and yes, welcome back to the mighty Cunapple show. I know it's been a good wee while. I've been busy with uni and shit like that, but joined with me in this return is the fantastic, the meaty, the beautiful Lucy Lover.
Oh, I thought you were going to say AJ.
Yeah, I know. I was gonna say AJ,
What's up?
but it's like, but yeah, we got Lucy Lover with us, and we also have AJ
Re.
Ree.
Do it for me,
But
Bundi. I can't do it.
if you can see AJ, I did put your GIF in the top right. The guy just
That is so AJ.
Yeah.
That is so AJ. I didn't realize.
I know I was thinking when he asked me to do it, I was like, oh yeah, it's probably just going to be me watching this one little GIF just constantly on loop, constantly. I said constantly twice there, but yeah, how you guys been doing? I've not really spoken to either of yous in fucking a wee while, so how you both been doing? What have you been up to?
I've been good. Not much else to say. I mean, when was the last time we did the podcast? Like 2 months ago, was it?
It's not been
It's
2
about-
months. Surely not. Hang on.
More.
Oh no, September. Yeah. Oh yeah, it's been September. Fuck, that's been
September?
a long. Yeah.
That kind of flew by. I didn't
Oh.
realize that was that long. Because I said to you last time, I was like, right, we'll do one next month.
Oh yeah.
And we didn't.
That's weird. I swear you could have been. I swear you were on the episode where I was telling the story of the Floydy ball, but I guess you weren't there.
No.
Damn it. I need to tell you that off podcast then. But yes, welcome. We have a lot to fucking talk about this podcast. We have a lot. I've got a ton of stories, personal stories that I would love to speak about. We have fucking the Game Awards coming up. You both of you guys have played Call of Duty, which we need to get into that.
Yes.
And Resident Evil 3, of course, that's going to be talked about. But yeah, what are we going to be diving into first? Well, I want to dive
don't
into...
forget.
What?
We gotta
What
talk
the
about
fuck
the
do you want?
failure that is the Stadia.
Oh, the Stadia. Yeah, we'll talk about
Yeah.
that eventually. We'll talk. I've got that
Trying to
written
get
down,
along.
man. Don't worry. Got that written down in the very last seconds. It's all right. But
That's all
yeah,
it's worth is like 2 seconds.
very. Actually, do not. Let's fucking. I just want because I don't think I've talked to Lucy about that. Like, Lucy, do you know anything about the Stadia? Do you know what's happening there?
I don't know much, but I know that it's kind of a failure.
Oh yeah, the fucking the streaming
That's all
thing.
right.
Yeah,
It's
it's
the
apparently it was
2019
really
version of
shit.
the Ouya.
Oh, the Ouya. Do you mind the Ouya? I love the Ouya. The Ouya was, to be fair, like the Ouya was kind of a success because people used it as like an emulation machine
Yeah.
We
compared
have
to.
those Raspberry Pi machines for that.
Oh yeah, true. But that's not a home console, man. God, not a home console. But yeah, anyway, so let's talk about the Game Awards first. I just want to quickly jump into that because I love the Game Awards every year. I really do. Last year I was really passionate about it because the God of War came out
Yeah.
and Red Dead Redemption 2 was fucking winning every bloody award in the show. Even though it didn't deserve it, God of War deserved it, even though God of War didn't win in the end. But the Game Awards, the reason why I bring this up is because it ties into like 2 other topics I want to talk about as well. And that is because the Game Awards is known for its surprise special announcements that never leak. Of course, they never fucking leak. And this year, leading up to the Game Awards, there's been quite a few things that have been... Hang on, I need the burp. Do I need the burp? No, I don't need a burp. There's been quite a few things. There's been quite a few things that have been supposedly going to be announced there, and one of them is Resident Evil 3 Remake,
Mm-hmm.
which that might be happening in the Game Awards. We don't know
Actually,
because
It's actually funny. I've seen people trying to fight back, and they're like, no, they're not going to reveal it there because they have Project Resistance. Nobody gives a shit about that game.
I forgot about
Well,
that actually.
Doesn't Project Resistance not even have a release date?
Exactly.
Yeah, it doesn't have a
It
release
could,
date.
for all we know, it could end up as a DLC for Resident Evil 3.
That's what I'm thinking. I was really about
Yeah.
to say that. Like, I thought, like, that it would make more sense. I think people would be a little
Yeah.
bit more easy on it as well if it was just like this side game mode.
Well, wasn't
Uh,
Resident Evil 2 supposedly having like a DLC or something like that?
Yeah, there were
being
rumors
released?
that popped up through Steam. Somebody found there was a new achievement that got put up for that in Devil May Cry 5, so there might be DLC coming down the line for those, which would
Yeah.
be kind of cool because I could see them doing it for the year anniversary.
Yeah.
Yeah, I said that as well on my stream. But like,
Although it would be funny to see Project Resistance is actually the DLC for Resident Evil 2.
I
wouldn't be surprised. I really wouldn't.
But doesn't, I might be wrong on this, but doesn't I think that Marvin Branagh has like gameplay assets, doesn't he? But they just never use.
There was a screenshot that was released when Resident Evil 2 first got announced of Marvin in the corridor with zombies like looming.
Yeah.
But they never confirmed anything about. My guess, if we get DLC for it, it's either going to be separate ways for Ada, it's going to be a Marvin campaign, or it's going to be extreme battle mode.
I think I think if I would prefer Marvin campaign, because even when the whole when the whole like what's the DLC called, Ghost Survivors? Like even when that came out and it's like, oh yeah, there's gonna be little side stories with fucking the wee gun cunt. What's his name? Kendo.
Well, you know what? To be fair, I think Lucy might be spot on with the Marvin thing, because that would be a nice lead into Resident Evil 3. Because Resident Evil 3 takes place before.
Yeah, that's very true. But yeah, fucking.
Imagine if they somehow included Brad or something.
You know what?
Imagine if they did that.
What if they included a Marvin DLC, and at the end is when you get the Resident Evil 3 remake?
Oh, like PT or something.
Yeah.
Oh, because they did that with Resident Evil 7.
Yeah.
They did. Remember they did something similar with the kitchen demo.
Yep.
That would be good. Oh, that'd be so good. Now you're talking.
Sorry, Capcom. I'm like destroying your marketing campaign.
See, now that sort of makes sense. Like with Project Resistance, it's not even given like a. Is it that's not the official name for it, is it?
We don't know. Like
yeah.
They didn't say anything. We don't know if it's official title yet.
I'm sure you can't even pre-order it either. So it's like,
if it is going to be a standalone game,
yeah,
I would prefer if it is just called Project Resistance. That way, it is separated from Resident Evil's
Project
IP.
Resistance.
Oh,
kind of like what they did with
you did there?
Because it's shite. Oh man, my webcam.
I mean, all the shite does have a different name. Look at Umbrella Corps. We have, Gaiden, all that.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's true.
I don't even know why they try with these spin-offs. They're never successful.
Yeah, I can't name one.
No.
You can't name one? What about Resident Evil Dead Aim? Apparently that was really good. That was a good spin-off.
That depends. Like that,
just looking at Lucy's face there, he's like,
That got warm reception compared to the other.
I don't know about Apple.
But if you really think about it, the best one is obviously Code Veronica Survivor 2.
Oh.
I don't know.
I was about to say, hang on. Code Veronica, like that was a brilliant Resident Evil game, and then you had to kind of go on then too.
You had to just keep continuing on.
I just had to keep going.
Oh, that was just were they drunk making something like that? What were they doing?
I was watching.
Drugs, man. Drugs is good.
Kind of Funny Games came out with a podcast discussing Resident Evil 3 remake, and they were saying that Code Veronica was the one everybody hated. I'm like, are you people on drugs? That game was received so well back in the day. I just
had a great idea, actually. Just when the mention of drugs and game development is all that, so it's come on. People, people always say, it's like, oh, was this person on drugs when they made such and such? Now imagine, this just literally popped in my head there. See how I've always said I've wanted to take like shrooms and all that? Now imagine taking shrooms or something, right? Then loading up RPG Maker and then seeing what you can make.
Oh boy.
While on drugs.
That'd be interesting, wouldn't it?
That would be amazing. I would love to see what I would make if I was on drugs. Yeah. That'd be brilliant. But yeah, that's all.
Not endorse the drug use of any YouTuber.
I don't endorse the use of drugs. Of course not. Of course not. It's fine.
I don't either.
Drugs are illegal, actually.
Not all of them.
Drugs are illegal, Lucy.
I just like how Lucy comes in. He's like, not all of them.
Not all of them. I don't know what's illegal and legal in fucking Ireland, mate, but over here in Scotland, all the fun stuff.
Very legal here.
Yeah, alcohol. Yeah,
very legal.
Alcohol is legal over here in Scotland as well, but it's very expensive now, so that's fun.
Speaking of which, look at America finally catching up to the times and decriminalizing marijuana. Finally,
yeah. It's not in all states, though, isn't it? It's still a bit catching up.
They're trying to pass something right now that decriminalizes in all of them.
California and Colorado and
Yeah, there's a couple of them that it's legal, like New Jersey, I think it is too.
yeah.
But don't you need like a card or something like that to go in?
Like
Yeah.
a medicinal thing, yeah.
Yeah. Because the only thing I know about that is just from the episodes of South Park that I watched with
God.
medicinal marijuana. Oh man, that show's brilliant and educating.
Speaking of which, did you ever tell Lucy how you almost had a heart attack when you got to the strip club when you were streaming?
Oh yeah. When I was streaming, when I was streaming South Park Fractured Butthole, the game, there was a section where you went into a strip club, and obviously in my mind I'm like, oh, this is South Park. I know what South Park is, but then again, in reality, it's South Park, and I'm going into a strip club live on air where things will be shown, titties will be shown, and rude things will also be shown as well. And I did not anticipate that until they were all being shown, and I panicked, fucking full on panicked. I was like, oh shit, alt tab fucking right out, close this screen down, because I was like, oh fuck, right.
It was the most hilarious shit I've ever seen on stream.
Yeah.
That also happened. It's with Grand Theft Auto 5 as well. There's clearly a strip club there where it's just you can just walk around and look at.
But that's like Heavy Rain.
I think
people
there's
people were trying to warn me about streaming Heavy Rain because of the full frontal nudity. When I got to that point, I just said fuck it, streamed it. And I'm like, I don't even get why people are like so offended by this. It's just awkward.
Is there nudity in Heavy Rain?
Oh yeah, there's a full sex scene in it.
Is it?
And you go into a strip club as well, don't you? Or is it just like some sort of night?
You go to a strip club, but Madison doesn't take anything off.
Right, there's a lot of connection between all these games.
Right?
All the developers are lonely bastards. Even, actually, do you know what makes... as I say that, didn't Quantic Dreams have the fucking whole, like, harassment thing? You know?
Quantic Dream.
Yeah, the developer of, like, Heavy Rain and all that were, like, being done because their employees were being harassed or whatever.
I know there was something, when they were making Beyond Two Souls, apparently they got in trouble because they actually scanned Ellen Page's full noodle model.
Oh, that's weird, yeah. That's really weird.
And it's actually in the game files.
That's dodgy. That's insanely. Imagine.
I'm not going to say Google it, but...
I'm not going to Google that, no. Because, like, one of the creepy bastards of that development studio probably uploaded it to online somewhere so people can download it. Imagine, imagine, actually, it would be quite bad to imagine, but even in, like, a thing like VR chat, like, getting a model like that inside VR chat. Because I heard a story recently where apparently there's, like, strippers and dancers and shit like that in VR chat. Now imagine someone getting that model and doing that. And by the way, me saying that is like there's dancers and strippers in VR chat, but they're also getting paid to dance and strip in VR chat. Now imagine the Ellen Page thing in there. Jesus.
See,
I would like to see that.
That was actually one of my biggest fears when they announced that Beyond Two Souls, the entire Quantic Dream collection was coming to PC. Because we all know what modders do when it comes to that.
Yeah. Just being inside like the Fallout modding community, I've seen what dirty-minded fucks are in the world.
About Bundi, just be a part of the Resident Evil fan base. Have you seen some of that slutty shit that's been coming out for Resident Evil 2?
Fucking people do that everywhere.
Yeah, they turn Claire basically into a whore.
Have you not been to the website Rule 34? They have porn of everything. Lucy, you've never been to Rule 34?
No.
Do us a favor, go into the Google tab, type in rule34.com and see what comes up.
Right, this isn't some fucking... Hang on. Enigma's chatting shit to me here. Hang
on. Nicholas just put in chat, Lucy is pure.
Oh, that's an inside joke. Hang on. What was it again?
Rule34.com.
Right, hang on, because you're a bit of a prankster.
Rule 34. Oh, no, this is legit.
Rule 34.
Oh, what is this? I'm not looking at. Hang on.
All I'm
I
gonna
didn't
say.
type in the website. Hang on. Rule34.com.
Yeah, type in rule34.com. Now you'll come up with a search bar, right? You'll come up with a search bar. Now type in whatever game you want into that search bar. Game.
Hang on. I can't actually rule34.com. Are you sure that's the link? I can't find anything.
But hang on. Let me just get you a link for you.
Hang on. I don't want to fucking jump on this thing, man.
Oh no, never mind.
Triple X website.
No. This is the site. This is the site right here. Don't worry about it. Just click on it. You'll find you'll find a search bar. Type in the search bar whatever game you want. It can be Resident Evil. It can be anything. Don't worry about it.
All I'm gonna say is be scared, Lucy.
Oh yeah, I'm scared. Hang on. Click here if you're an adult and you're okay with that.
Click here if you need an adult.
So just click that, yeah?
Yeah.
Alright, there's a search bar. Resident Evil.
Oh god.
I don't know what I'm gonna find.
Type in Resident Evil. See what comes up.
Right. It's like it's separated though. It's like Resident and then bracket then Evil. I don't think it's the same thing because I'm just saying straight up fucking normal stuff. If you know what I'm talking about. I wouldn't be into it personally now, but hang on.
Oh man.
No space. Hang on, what the give me a second.
I think I need to fix my webcam here actually. Hang on, guys.
Alright, I'm done with this thing. I'm done with that. I'm fucking
You're done with it already?
No, it's not the right time to be watching that now.
It's not watching, it's simply observing for academic research.
I don't recommend it.
Yeah. So how do you know that? How do you know that, Bundi?
Yeah, Bundi.
Knows about it.
Well, to be fair, I didn't know about that.
To be truthful, you plug my webcam back in. What was this about? I don't know. So basically, how I knew about it is a funny story. So basically, I used to be in this Discord server filled with absolute cretins. And they get really offended. There's one of there's those type of people that just get offended by fucking everything. And one day I was just like, you know what, fuck these cunts. And so they have a little section in their Discord where it's literally just a bunch of Splatoon drawings. And I'm like, I'm gonna go into Rule 34 and just type in Splatoon and just share it onto their fucking Discord. Now, scaling back, actually, how I found out about Rule 34 was from my friend telling me about it, because when we were talking about their drawings, they were like, yeah, it looks like Rule 34. I'm like, oh, what's that? And I did the whole thing that Lucy just did there, but I found more graphic things that it will always be in my memory, even when I have like Alzheimer's in the future, that will be in my memory. It's that fucking weird. And so yeah, I just pranked these people and they got really offended and blocked me from Discord. It's funny. Really? Yeah, they really did not like me comparing their art to Splatoon Rule 34. Jeez. Oh man. But I do not personally look at that thing. I do not find it attractive whatsoever. It is not my sort of jazz. Now, if it's your sort of jazz, I was about to say it's fine. It's not fine. You should probably get help. Most likely, you should probably go get help. You know, sure, whatever you're into, you know? No. See, these days, you know what I mean? It's right creepy. Like, the thing is, I can get kinks until there's a line. There's a line. See if you're like attracted to fucking like proper video. Like, see if you get a hard on when your sim like gets a girlfriend in The Sims. That's where the line is, man. It's like once you go past that point, you're just a creepy bastard at that point, you know. I agree with Bundi. Yeah, like proper. And even it's people... like what they say in the new Call of Duty. Yeah. Captain Price says it. He goes, he's like, "Where's the line meant to be?" He's like,
wherever you need it. That's basically what you need to do with
What is that?
stuff as well.
Is that him trying to justify fucking owning a sex doll? He's like,
Yeah.
where's the line
Yeah.
drawn?
Yeah.
Whenever I need it.
That's exactly it. Captain Price, where's the line? Wherever you need it. That's literally that would be like every nobody wanting to know what fucking Rule 34 is.
Since we're down this creepy path, which I did not know we were going to get this fast very quickly. We were talking about Game Awards.
There wasn't even like a segue.
There was
just
no
said it, like, here, look at this.
Yeah, I love that. Like, Game Awards talking about Resident Evil to Rule 34.
That was not
Yeah, how
planned,
did we
but
get
you know,
there, like?
since we're here anyway, since we're doing this fucking path, I want to tell you guys a story that's happened to me in the past week. I've teased it in my Twitter, saying that I've had an experience. Now, I just want to.
What type of experience though? Because I'm talking about Real 20.
No.
Real 24.
I just want to. This is a full-on warning to people listening right now. If you get like easily, what's the word? Like
squeamish.
Yeah. If you get easily squeamish at like certain words that I'm going to be using in that sort of thing, you should probably turn off now because this story is fucked up. Like it's just straight up the weirdest fucking thing that's happened to me in the past couple of years. Now, let me paint you a picture. Settle in, guys and gals. Settle in, Lucy. Lucy, you're going to find this fucking weird. Absolutely weird. So, the other day, was it Tuesday or Wednesday? No, it was Tuesday, because it was a 3-day thing. So on Tuesday, me and my mate, after uni, we were like, do you know what, let's go and get a pint. Just one pint. By the way, my webcam is fucking up right now. Jesus Christ, what's happening?
Mine.
Yeah, I have no idea what's happening there. That's
It's
strange.
like breaking up.
No idea.
Like us with too much CPU going through.
Yeah, possibly. I don't know. The Streamlad's having a new update, so
Now it's cool.
I wonder if it's having like having some meltdown problems. Hang on, ladies and gentlemen. I'm just
Nicholas said, if we were here for months, do you think you can scare us?
Wait until the story. This story is genuinely creep people out. Literally creep people out. It's fucking strange, man. Absolutely strange.
Your CPU usage is like covering my face, and I'm very offended.
Oh yeah, did you see that? Yeah. It's going up to like 80, and I'm like, hang on a wee second. I have nothing really opened up, so why are you doing this, you cunt? So hang on. You can't. The CPU like usage is a priority and all that's on low, so I have no idea what's happening there.
Oh, could I just say irony? We have a user in here by the name of Death by Button Mash.
Yeah, I know Death by Button Mash. He's
Look
a
at my
great guy. He's a
avatar,
streamer.
it fits.
Oh well. At least the sound's okay. That I guess that's like.
Oh, I said, look at my webcam thing. It fits their name.
Righty. Okay, I'm just gonna continue on. I don't care if like the webcam's a wee bit fucked or whatever. Doesn't. Oh wait, never mind. It's every time I close. Whoa, hello. Okay, this is so strange.
Do you have too many things up?
I literally only had Google Chrome up, and then that was it. And then everything's like fucked up.
I was gonna say pause the video. That might cut down some of the CPU usage.
Yeah, I have no idea why it's doing.
But you got any more like extra links you don't need or something? They're like
no, literally, I closed down Google Chrome now, and now like it's still fucked. It's still like really high. Yeah, what the fuck is going on? It's like whoa, hello, okay, it's going right. Hang on, so it's OBS. It's using like a lot of fucking CPU at the moment. That's strange. Anyway,
I actually noticed that with mine too, so it's probably in bug right now.
Yeah. The thing is, I've been using like regular OBS, but then I switched to Streamlabs because I needed the old podcast setup. But it's fine. We're here. Fuck it. I don't care. At least the sound is okay. I suppose. Sound okay? Sound good? Anyway,
as long as I have the sound.
it's good to me. Like
Yeah.
sound is fine. Like
yeah. Well, do you know what? I'm just gonna have the picture. I'm just gonna turn off my webcam because it's starting and it annoys me. So while I tell the story, let's resume back to the story. So again, scale back. Tuesday, me and my mate Harry, which I actually told him that I was going to do this. I was going to tell it in this podcast. We were sitting. Literally, we said to each other, "Okay, let's have one at the pub. Go to the pub, have one. That's it." We sit down. We start having a very chillax conversation. Both of us are very relaxed after our fucking stressful couple of weeks at uni. And this is where things get fucking weird. Like, seriously. So, we were sitting there, drinking away, and then we turn to our right and we see this very confused looking lassie walking back and forth across the room, and we're like, oh, okay, she's looking for someone. Turn back around, face wherever we're facing, face each other, start drinking again. She comes over, pulls the chair open, sits down, and then that's it. And we're like, hello, are you okay? She doesn't respond. And
Right.
she
sits down next to you.
Yeah, she's sitting. Okay, so I'm like sitting here, and she sits like literally the seat closest to me.
Right.
She sits down, silent, and we turn to her. It's like, "Are you okay?" She looks at us, confused, and doesn't respond. And we're like, "Okay." My friend Harry is like, "Are you okay? Are you feeling well?" She looks at him, doesn't respond. And we both look at each other like, huh. Okay.
You think she's on drugs or drunk or something?
We'll get to that part. We'll see.
Right. Okay.
So, we start talking again, and then I turn to her, I'm like, okay, since you're going to be here, my name is Kieran. That's my friend's name is Harry. What's your name? She says her name, and I'm like, hey, I have no idea what the fuck you just said there. And it turns out she was from Turkey, because that's the only words she really knew, is our name and the fact that she's from Turkey. We sit here and we were trying to like sort of figure out what's happening here. Why is she sitting here? She's agitated about something, right? Because she's sitting so close to me that I can like feel the vibration from her legs. So her legs like fucking shaking, like she's impatient about something. And I'm like, right, something is up with this lassie. She's looking about. She keeps looking like left to right, left to right, left to right, and her eyes start tearing up and stuff like that. And we're like, "Are you okay? Are you doing okay?" Still doesn't respond to that. We ask her, "Are you studying here?" Because the place we're drinking now is a student union, so like the people who go there are like just students. If you're not a student and you go there, you're a bit weird. So so we ask her, "Are you studying?" She says, "No." I'm like, okay. And so I turn around, have a conversation with Harry again, literally continue the conversation that she like sort of interrupted, and I make a joke about something, and then both of us sort of laugh, casual laugh, and then she fucking balls at it. She's like, and we were like,
she laughs at it.
She balls at it. And I don't even know what the fuck I said. I just, like, she just sort of picked up that we were laughing, so she had to laugh. And we were like, what the fuck? So, me, wanting to get out of this awkward conversation and wanting to fully abandon my friend at this point, I turned to him, I'm like, just nip into the toilet, and I get up, and I swear to fuck, the second I get up, she gets up as well. She shoots the fuck up the second I stand up, and I'm like, is this bitch going to honestly follow me to the fucking toilet? Like, no fucking way. So I started walking to the toilet, and I feel like this looming presence over my shoulder, and I turn around, she's not there, and I'm like, oh, thank fuck. Go in. Don't even do the toilet. I wash my hands. I just wanted to get out of that fucking situation. Go back, sit back down, and Harry is like, yeah, that was fucking odd, wasn't it? And I'm like, yeah, that was insanely odd. And we look around, and he said to me, he's like, oh yeah, she's in the other side of the room playing pool with some guy, and I'm like, okay, so what the fuck was that about then? Right? Maybe was she just looking out for a friend or something? Was she waiting for someone and she just decided to sit there? Like, okay, weird. About half an hour later, she comes over again. Now she's confident as fuck. She comes over and then she pulls out the chair she was previously sitting on. She looks at me and she's like, do you mind if I sit? And I'm like, go ahead. You can sit if you want. Yeah. She sits down. And and I was like, so how are you doing? She's like, I'm like, It's like,
I'm sure this wasn't the
alright.
Joker, like Harley
Fucking-
Quinn or something like.
Bro, just fucking wait
It's
for it.
fucking nuts.
Wait for it. So we're getting confused. We find out she's from Turkey, and my friend Harry had this great idea: pull out Google Translate, and so should we start having a conversation through Google Translate? So he types in his phone. He's like, he types in, "Are you feeling okay? Is there anything we can help you with?" He hands the phone over to her. She's like, yes. And she spends a solid 5 minutes on this phone, typing, looking confused at the phone, typing again, stopping to think about what she's typing, type again, and then finally she leans over the fucking table, hands the phone to Harry, and then I lean over as well and look at the phone.
Wait, before you say it, I'd imagine she's deaf.
No, she's deaf. No, she's not deaf. No.
Okay.
Right.
That was my best.
So she leans over, hands the phone to Harry, I lean over, and the translation says, "Would you sleep with me?"
Mm-hmm.
And
Wait, so who wrote that?
the lassie.
She wrote that.
She wrote that in response to Harry saying, "Is there anything we can help you with? Are you okay?" And she types in, "Would you sleep with me?" And then I fucking, because she handed the phone to Harry, I lean back in my chair, fucking lift my leg over my other leg, and just look at him. I'm like, "So what's your answer?" And
Wait,
then,
was it a tough? Was it an easy decision?
wait for it. Just wait for it.
All right.
So Harry is like, what, me? And then she shakes her head fucking violently and then points at me. And I'm like,
Oh, hey, Bundi.
nah,
Bundi.
no. And I say this in basic fucking broken English. I'm like, I have girlfriend. You know girlfriend? I have girlfriend. So no. And she looks at me and she just sort of gets confused and starts laughing and shit like that. And then she starts having like teary eyes, and I'm like, And so we start trying to like rebuild a conversation, try and get out of this awkwardness, and it gets fucking weird. Now, this is the part where I'm just going to be like, if you guys are getting a wee bit uncomfortable, you will get uncomfortable with this story.
I'm not uncomfortable at all yet.
Oh, just wait for it. So, right, so my dog is turning into a fucking demon outside my door. So,
I can't hear him.
I'm trying to piece together whatever. Alright, okay, so Harry again, he types in, he's like, Are you okay? Like, you don't seem okay, you seem a bit weird. And hands the phone back over to her. And then she looks at it confused, and then she looks at me, and then she looks back at the phone, and then she looks at Harry, and then looks back at the phone, begins typing, and then hands it over to him again. And what does it say? It says, "Would you like to rape me?" And I leaned back in my fucking chair and I'm like, what the fuck did you just ask? And what? And we straight up were like, no. And we just sit back. Literally, it seemed like a scene in a movie because me and Harry, like, we just dotted eyes at each other. We just, like, had that eye contact and then looked back at her and we're like, how are we handling this situation? Why? What are we going to... What? And we were just sitting there confused. We were just sitting there honestly confused. And then she... And we straight up, like, we type her, like, no, we will not do that. We will not do this. And hand the phone back to her. And hang on, I actually do have screenshots of this interaction. So
Okay.
So yeah, we say that to her, hand the phone back to her, and then she types again, real quick, and then hands it back to us. And what she replies with, "No permission." And I'm like,
What does that mean? Even?
Yeah, it's like,
No
what?
permission?
What are you?
You don't need her permission. That's fucking.
Yeah. And it's weird, and it gets so like we were just sitting there confused. Like, have you been raped? Like, is that why you're looking a bit upset? Is that why you're looking a bit agitated? No, like just no. That's like she hasn't. Let's just no. She was just asking us, and after that, literally, I'm looking at the chat now. So after no permission, Harry types, "I am wondering if you're feeling okay. Are you okay?" Again, same thing. She replies back, "What's on your mind about me?" And we both sort of just sit there, and we're like, in my head, I'm like, "Bitch, you're a fucking spooky bitch, hen. I want to get the fuck away from you right now." And then on in the front lines, I'm like, "Yeah, you seem like a nice girl. Don't worry, you seem like a nice girl." And Harry says the same. He's like, "You seem nice. You seem nice. We're a bit weirded out, but you seem nice." And then she she says something weird, and then so she again, we didn't reply that through Google Translate, we just said it out loud, and then she types in the phone again, "What is going on?" Wait, what did she say? Yeah, she says, "What's going on with me?" ? And we're like, "Hen, we don't fucking know. Are you on drugs? Possibly, most likely." And so we ask her that. I would say that. Yeah, we ask her that. We were like, "Are you on drugs?" And she just doesn't respond to that. And we're like, right, okay, this is a bit strange, a wee bit strange. And then at one point,
I would almost take that as a yes.
Yeah,
that she is on something.
But then she replies that she asks again, "What's on your mind about me?" And Harry leans over and he's like, "You just seem, to us, you seem very upset and agitated about something. Is there something we can help you with?" And we didn't put that in a Google Translate. We said that to her face. We said that out loud. And she looks at me like... She looks at me like, "What the fuck?" And then she turns to Harry, leans over the table and whispers, "You read mind?" And we're like... We literally just make eye contact at the end and we're like, "What?" It's like... And Harry literally leans over and whispers like, "No, we don't read your mind. No, we can't read your mind." It's like, "You..." And she looks over, she's like, You read my mind?" And we're like, no, we don't read your fucking mind, hen. What are you on? Because I want it. And, yes. And then after that, she just gets confused again. She's like, and she looks at me like, "Oh my god, what the fuck?" And then after the whole "do you read my mind" thing, she goes back, she pulls the phone off Harry and Google Translate and types in, "If we were in the same school, would you sleep with me?" And again, I'm like, "Not hen, why do you keep scaling back to this? We're no sleeping with you. We don't want anything to do with you. Get to fuck." Literally. And then she says this along the same things again, but she includes the R word. And I'm like, hen, nah, that's not gonna happen. No, again, no. And then again, she puts in, "Would you sleep with me, and what would you do to me?" And again, I'm like, "I wouldn't do fuck all to you, hen, because I would literally chuck you out the fucking window if you stood the fuck up." It's like, no. And then, like, again, it's like, I'm looking at the Google Translate screenshot here, and it's not, we didn't ask her anything in the Google Translate, we were just saying things out loud at this point. And then, again, she replies after that saying, "Very close." And we're like, "No, you're not close at all, hen. You're on the complete opposite fucking spectrum. You're not very close." And then she types in, "You're swindled, driven by me." Now, bear in mind, everyone, she's sitting in the table with us at this point. Face to face, as she's saying this. And we were just like, "No, we're not swindled by you. What the fuck? No." And then she just spews on about her, like, she like, sort of rambles about her brother. And we're like, what the fuck is she on? Like, what's she rambling about? And then she's like, you come to me, you come with me to the," and she names the place where she stays, and I don't want to say it out loud, but she names the place that she's staying in now, and we're like, "No, hen, I'm not coming with you to that part of town. I'm not coming back home with you. No, that's not happening." And then she's like, "Okay, you walk with me to bus," and we're like, nah, I'm not walking with you to the bus. No, that's not happening. Now, at this point, this has been like a good 20 minutes of back and forth of this. And so she gets up and then she says, walk with me to bus. And me and Harry look at each other and I say to him, let's just walk with her to the bus. Let's just walk her to the local bus station. No harm in it.
Okay.
But in my mind, in my head, I'm like, nah, the second I'm leaving the pub entrance, I'm pointing her in the direction, spinning her around and fucking pushing her, and we're walking in the opposite direction. And so we get up, and I think Harry, we had that little telekinetic fucking speech in our head where we were like on an agreed plan. And we get up, we start putting our stuff on, start getting ready, and me, I'm in like defensive zone. I'm like, this is a fucking fight or flight right now. And so we get up, Harry puts his phone away, and she walks over to Harry, grabs his hand, and says, delete please. And we're like, delete please? What the fuck are you on? It's like,
delete the messages.
Yeah. And so he grabs his hand again, and is like, delete messages. And Harry's like, but why do you want me to delete the messages? And then she's like, please. And again, it's like this back and forth thing where he keeps saying, but why are you so eager for me to delete the messages? And then she's like, delete please. And he keeps saying that. He keeps saying, why do you want me to delete these messages? Just give me an honest answer. And then she's like, delete please. And we just look at each other like, yeah, sketchy business is happening here. Fucking sketchy business is happening here.
It almost sounds like she's some sort of decoy.
Yeah, we'll get to
I was actually thinking it sounds like
we all thought that. Me and Harry thought about that. Me and Harry were like, either this bitch is trying to lure us into a dark alleyway where we're going to get mugged, or she's just going to like abduct us into some sort of human trafficking thing. Because the human trafficking thing is the thing that came into my mind. But I was just because the way she was in the like the sort of energy I was getting off her, the vibes I was getting off her, I was like, she does not seem like a right person, you know. She just doesn't seem. There's something so wrong here, so wrong. Not just by the things she was saying, just by the way, just the vibes, you know. And,
like she would have to be pretty attractive looking. It was one of those.
For me, it was a straight up no. It was like, no, hen, this is not happening. Even if you were genuine. And but like we stand up, and then I walk over to Harry, and I'm like, okay, just delete the Google Translate app. Just delete the app. And so he pulls up the phone. And then while she's like, delete please, he's quickly grabbing as much screenshots as fucking possible. And I'm like, and I was trying to buy him time. And then I was like, okay, delete the app. Deletes the app, gets her calmed down. Because that was the goal in my head. I'm like, okay, we want this bitch like somewhat in a calm state, thinking she's winning or something here, you know? Yeah. So then Harry, he walks over to her, and she's like, I'm just going to speak to my friend for one moment. And he grabs me by the shoulder, and we start walking towards the door. And I literally turn to him, and I'm like, run. Just leave. Just run. What does he do? He fucking bolts the door. And I'm like, yep, I guess I need to follow suit. And so I run at the fucking door as well. And we just leave that fucking place. We leave. We walk right down literally to this fucking other train station. And when we get to that train station, we were like... And we were just constantly discussing between ourselves, like, what the fuck was happening? What was going on there? What was happening? That was fucking weird. And fucking, oh man. And so we were like, is this some sort of lure thing? Should we tell someone? And so we walk up to the police and we're like, okay, there's some fucking creepy, spooky grudge lassie up in the bloody Union. And she is potentially trying to lure people out of that pub, because that's what it seemed like. She was, by the things she kept asking us, and like if she wants to sleep with us and stuff like that, like she was trying to lure us out, you know. Especially when it like goes from that to like walk us to the bus station, all those sort of things. It was like piecing together in my head. I'm like, yeah, she's trying to lure us out, and so fucking. We go up to the police, we give them the description, they're like, okay, we're going to radio up and we're going to just keep an eye. And I'm like, okay, thank God, that has the one time I walk up to a group of police and feel safe, that is when. usually I have a level of uneasiness. No, I was fully like, I'm sticking by these cunts tonight. I feel safe around the police, the 5-0. So I walk up back to my train station, get the train home, fantastic, great. Thought the entire ordeal was going to be done. Thought I was never going to see her again until the next day.
Oh God!
Now this is where things
What?
get. This is where.
This is like a movie.
This is where
Right?
things get even more weird, ladies and gentlemen. So the next day, I go to the my uni library, just sitting there working away on a paper, just doing the shit, doing uni work, and right beside me, there's like this long pathway between like the computers and all that, and the books. And when I was sitting there, I was typing away in the fucking zone, my earphones in, and I occasionally glimpse up to see who else, like if someone's in my class or something like that coming around. And I see this woman walk past me, heading away from me, and I'm like, I can only see her like the behind her, and I'm like, that woman looks like the woman from last night. Go back down, didn't pay any mind. Glimpse back up, see her walking back down a minute later, and I'm like, my
A
heart.
what? A layer?
Later. So, like 2 minutes later, the woman,
layer, sorry.
yeah, the woman walks back down, and I see her face. She didn't look at me, but I seen her face. I'm like, it's that fucking bitch. It's the same carrier bag she had from last night. It's her, the same co-op fucking carrier bag. That's how I identified her, and I'm like, holy fuck. And she walks past, like, because like you can tell. Because when you're in the library, you make your base, you know. So you take off your jacket, you take off everything. You've settled in. You're ready to go. This bitch didn't look like she was settled in at all. She was looking like she was scouting on the hunt. And she kept walking back and down. I want to say about 6 times. After the 2 times I mentioned there, she walked back and forth 6 times. So I was like, I'm getting the fuck out of here. Turned off my laptop, closed it down, but I needed to print something off. So I walked over to a uni computer, logged in, and I was like, okay, fucking fast as fuck. Getting the whatever paperwork I needed to print the fuck off, being so fast. And what do I see? So I look up for a second and emerge. Literally, this is a horror film shot fucking right here. Emerging from the bookcase, she's walking forward straight, looking straight, and then bang. She turns her head and immediately looks right into me, right into my eyes, and then she smirks and then continues walking on again. And I look at her for a split second, face pale white, and then I'm like, no reaction, look back down, creeped out fuck, and I was like, print this off and leave. She found me. Now, we'll scale back to all this stuff in a wee second. So I get the stuff, leave. Now later on that night I was doing work experience, so I was in the uni building to about 5 o'clock, which you would think by 4 a good amount of people would have left. So we get our stuff for work experience. There's like me and 2 other mates in my lecture. We start walking down the hall. Now from this hallway that we're walking down, you can see the library in the floor below through a window, and you can see that little tiny passageway that she kept walking up and down. And so when I walk past the window, I always just look in it, and I look in it, and I see her walking down it again with the same get up, with the same bag and everything. Now this was a good 4 hours later, and I'm like, oh fuck, is this? And we had to get the lift all the way down to the 2nd floor, and we're like, this bitch is gonna get in the same lift as me. Oh no. No. And fight or flight initiated again. I was gonna hook this fucking bitch if she came near me. Absolutely. So we get the elevator down to the reception. The lecturer was organising a taxi for us all to go into to get to the work experience. And again, see how you just feel like a presence, like just either like looking at you or something. I felt that when I was there. And I look in my peripheral vision in the left hand side over my shoulder. I see her circling like a good bit behind me, and then she was getting ever fucking closer. And I'm like looking dead forward. I'm like, if I just don't react, if I just don't acknowledge it, it'll be fine. And at this point, I didn't tell my mates or my lecturer about any of this until she walked up and I felt a tap on my shoulder, and I turned around, and then she looks at me, smiling, and then she's like, "Yo," and I'm like, "No, sorry, who are you? Like, I don't think I know you." And then she's like, "No, you from last night." And I'm like, sorry, I was at home last night. Sorry, who are you?" And then she's like, you. And I'm like, sorry, I don't think we've met. I don't think I know you. I think you're getting confused with someone else. And she gets confused, and then she walks away again. People, the two mates, my lecturer walk up to me and is like, "What the fuck was that about?" And I'm like, and I tell her everything. I tell them, including my lecturer, everything I told you guys just there. And and she's like, "Okay, let's wait for the taxi outside." And so we walk outside with her still in the reception area, and we walk outside. And as I was telling the story, I looked down at my phone. I'm still playing with my phone while telling it. My lecturer was freaked the fuck out at this point. She was like mama lecturer at this point. She was like protective of me because she sensed how creeped out I was. She sensed like how like fucking uneasy I was at that point. And then she's like, "She's coming," and she walks, and the creepy stalker lassie walks out the door, walks past me. Bear in mind, I'm still on my phone at this point. Apparently, from my friend's point of view, she was fucking staring me down as she was walking past me, and I'm like, what?
Yeah, because like you saying that to her that you didn't know, that you don't know her, might have antagonized her.
Yeah,
a little more.
Yeah, I don't know. I was not thinking. I was like, I'm not having any fucking extended conversation with this bitch. She creeped me the fuck out. No happening. But then,
yeah,
she so the area where we're waiting for the taxi is quite large. But she's like standing near the railings, and she's just looming about there. And we're all like, why is she still there? It's like, it's late at night, the uni's about to close, why is she still there? And Kate's like, what? Or like Kate, one of my mates, was like, what the fuck? And so my lecturer suggests, hey, why don't we wait for the taxi further down the road at the gates where the taxis actually get in? And I'm like, fuck yes, that is what we're doing. And we start walking all the way down to the rails, and we occasionally look up, and she's there staring at us while we're walking down. And I was like, nah, man, I'm fucking creeped at this point. Really creeped. Insanely creeped. And so we get into the taxi, and I look at the window, and she has her hands on the railing, fucking dead-eyed, staring down this taxi. And I'm like, no, hen, that's not happening. Sorry. No. Like, absolutely fucking not. And so when we got in the taxi and started leaving, she started leaving as well. And so I started talking to my mates. I'm like, she was fucking waiting on me. She was not waiting on a lift. She was waiting on me. And it creeped me the fuck out for the rest of that evening. I was afraid. I was like, no, this bitch is following me. Literally following me. And then the next day, that continues on, I again go to the library, begin working, and I walk into the library, right? And then I see her at the far end of the room. I fucking do a 180 and walk right back out. And then I see her get up and then leave the library as well through like this secret window you can see, so you can see through a classroom and into the library. And I'm like, okay, coast clear, go fucking walk right in. And I go to this place called the Quiet Room where I start doing stuff. But I need to print something off again, so I get off and then need to print stuff off, and then I see her where the printers are at, and then she fucking peeks over the monitor, looks dead at me, smiles, and then leans back down again. And I'm like, guess I'm not printing anything off then. And I go back in the quiet room, fucking leave. But then my lecturer came in that day, and she was like, "So has there been any more events?" And I've been like, "No, not really." And then she's like, "Okay, so see if anything ever like progresses, identify her and come to me about it, and I'll fucking handle the cunt." And I'm like, thank you for that, thank you so much. But so that was the end of that. That was my last day at uni there. That was the last day I was in. So
So you might see her again.
I will be definitely seeing her again.
Expecting her.
But
yeah, gonna see her again.
I was piecing together like evidence. I was having like this mind map in my head. I'm like, why does she study where I study? Because again, she said before she didn't study. And then I pieced together back at the night where I was having the drink and she was bringing all this shit up. I had my lanyard on with my student badge saying where I studied. And I'm like, did she clock where I studied and she hoped to see me there? Because she was not fucking studying there. I can almost guarantee that. 100%.
How did she get in?
There's barriers, but where you need a student pass to get in. But there's also a few ways you can get around it. So there's an entire door leading to an entire staircase to get to anywhere in the uni, and you don't need a student pass.
It almost sounds like she's homeless.
Yeah, that was one of the ideas as well. But then, does that tie into the whole mugging thing? Like, it seems it's like it, like.
Well, we were also talking
really
earlier
weird.
about the trafficking thing, and college should be the best place for people to scout people out. So
Yeah. So am I being scouted out?
No, honestly, I think Lucy was onto it with the trafficking thing.
Yeah.
There might be that now. Yeah. I don't know. I don't know what to say to you, man. It's just a fucking weird one. It's never happened to me. It's never happened to me.
I don't think it's happened too much.
I keep thinking of the movie Hostel.
Yeah.
The movie Hostel.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
That's exactly it. Like.
Yeah, it's
I don't want to scare you around like that.
Oh mate, I've been terrified ever since. I've literally been so scared, and I'm glad I have these screenshots, and I'm glad I'm talking about it on the podcast, just in case anything happens. Someone can refer back to this and listen to it.
Well, the irony here is Bundi literally recorded his lines for Clock Tower like 3 days ago. So apparently, when this is all happening, now I know why you sounded so scared in your lines. You channeled all that.
Yes. So yeah, there's a story that is the creepiest fucking thing to get into like anything normal after that. I have no idea.
Yeah.
Like, what do I do? So, do you know what I can do actually, guys? Do you know what I can do?
What?
You're gonna
What
laugh
can
at
you do?
this, Lucy. You've been anticipating this for a very long time.
What is it?
What is that? Is that a game of Rumor Mill? Is it back? I think it's back.
No way.
I think it's back.
I haven't
for
won
good.
one of these games. I've lost every one.
Oh, yeah.
Every one.
Against me.
I actually lost them again against who was it?
You lost to Mitch.
Yeah, Mitch.
no.
Mitch won. He won by like default. Like he didn't even answer, and he just ended up winning. Didn't he?
So, guys, if you don't know what Rumor Mill is, it is a little short game mode in these podcasts that I do sometimes, where a group of 2 contestants through 3 rounds have to guess which rumour is correct and which one is false and created by me. Now, the winner of Rumour Mill gets to have a shout out to anything, so it can be shouted out. You can shout out a podcast or a video or a fucking anything, porn video, I don't know, fucking porn stuff, something, anything. You can shout out anything you want. So, guys, are you ready to enter the Rumour Mill?
Sure.
Now, before we
Already.
actually do that, we need to come up with buzzers. So, traditionally, you make a weird noise or something to distinguish yourself from the other contestant. You could do a burp, you can do a ree.
Yeet.
So we got a yeet, and we got a ree. So, AJ, are you going to be doing ree? Is that confirmed?
Yes.
And Lucy's going to do a yeet.
Yeah.
Okay. You guys ready to get into it?
Yeah.
Yeah? Cool.
Yeah. I'm ready.
So, round 1. The first rumour. Bioshock 3 is rumoured to be a live service game. Now for the second rumour. The long-awaited sequel Shenmue 3 released with a controversial multiplayer mode.
3,
AJ.
the first one.
That is correct, yes. BioShock
That's
3
the
is
rumor.
rumored to be a live service game.
I could have get. I was gonna say that.
You should have yeeted, man.
Well,
You should have
I
yeeted.
didn't want to be wrong again.
You know,
Okay.
you can either guess it, man. It's fine. Don't worry about it. So, round 2. That's 1 point to AJ. Round 2. Popular. This is the first rumor in round 2. Popular Pokemon Pikachu was removed from the latest main entity of the game. Now for the second rumor. Elon Musk's latest Cybertruck could be implemented into Cyberpunk 2077. Go.
3.
Okay, that was AJ. AJ did a re.
First one, I want to say.
Fucking incorrect.
Oh.
The Cybertruck is apparently could be implemented into Cyberpunk 2077. So that's
But
a
it was
point.
So it's true.
But it was already featured in Tomb Raider 1. It had enough triangles.
It's fine.
Uh,
But listen, you got a free point there. You got a free point there. So that's a point
Damn
it. Well.
each.
the first
So-
round I've ever won.
You didn't even say anything.
Ever.
So round 3, final round, the deciding round. This is the first rumor. It is rumoured that a new Crash Bandicoot racing game is in the works called Worlds. Now for the second rumour. RE2 might be getting a new DLC. Go.
3.
Okay, AJ.
This is the one that you made up, correct?
I made up one of these, yeah.
Okay, then obviously
It's
you made up the Crash Bandicoot Racing one.
So you're saying the correct answer is RE2 might be getting a new DLC?
I mean, that's the only one that actually is true, so.
yeah.
Okay then, yeah. You are correct. AJ wins. Now
I would
Lucy...
have said both of those are the.
I
No.
was gonna say, yeah. 'cause
No,
Crash Bandicoot-
because I did a little twist in the Crash Bandicoot one because it's rumored that a Crash
said about
Bandicoot
racing.
game. I said racing game.
Yep.
See, there we are. I caught you off with that.
Rumor
Didn't
is
I?
that it's supposed
Caught
to be
you
a
off.
combination of the platforming and racing.
Yeah, there we fucking right are. So yeah,
Yeah, that's-
AJ, you
yeah.
win. You can shout out anything you want. You have anything on
Fuck's
mind?
sake.
You didn't yeet.
I didn't eat once.
You did not. You gonna shout
I'll
out?
let Lucy take the shout out. I don't have anything to shout out.
Oh, really? Okay. I mean, you could do that if you want. You're wasting a prime opportunity in a podcast that's not really viewed much, but it's all good.
Are you sure, AJ?
Yeah, I literally have nothing to shout out. I don't do streaming much anymore, other than check out Clock Tower Fan Dub on YouTube. That's
Oh,
pretty
that should
much
used
it.
up your shout out though.
Yeah.
So now,
Yeah.
so now
I
Lucy
give it
can't
and
shout
take it
anything out.
away.
You've wasted it. You've wasted the opportunity.
I
God.
give it and take it away.
So, but yeah, from the rumor mill, I always like the last sort of section to lead into a new topic, and so Crash Bandicoot Worlds. Have you heard about it,
Yeah.
Lucy? I know me and AJ
Yeah.
talked about it. Have you heard about it?
hmm
Yeah, I heard about it. Only vaguely, though.
Only vaguely. Okay, so
Yeah.
yeah, let's get it caught up. So apparently, there's a new Crash Bandicoot 3D platformer similar to a Mario. What was the Mario game called, AJ?
Mario 3D.
Mario 3D. Apparently, it's
3D
going to be
World or
like that.
something.
Yeah, something like that. Apparently, there's going to be a Crash Bandicoot game like that coming out in 2020 called Crash Bandicoot Worlds, and it's going to feature a bunch of shit. It's been made by the guys who made the Crash Bandicoot remasters there, and by the developers of the Spyro remasters as well. But yeah, a lot of people are like kind of, they don't really know what to think about it because it's not going to be a platformer like the original Crash Bandicoots. So
That's-
it's going to be like a Twin Sanity style thing.
Oh.
So-
Yeah,
okay.
I'm completely mixed when it comes to this. I just
Yeah.
wanted a proper Crash Bandicoot game in the vein of the first three. I get it, the racing
Yeah.
thing was fun, but it also got really boring after the first month. Give me a platformer.
I haven't played any of them, and I want to play them.
You've never
Just haven't
played
had
them.
to.
You haven't played
No,
the original
the
Crash?
remasters. I mean,
Oh, the remasters.
Oh.
of course I played.
I was about to
Crash
say is like you're talking to a guy who has the wee cunt as his mascot. Like
Bandicoot. I know.
yeah.
No, I love Crash Bandicoot as a kid. Like it was just fucking real.
Oh yeah. I was one of the rare people that actually liked Twinsanity, and what was the racing game that came after Team Racing? It was called. What was the
Nitro Kart?
not Nitro Kart? It was something else. It was the one for the PS2, released around the same time as Twinsanity. I had the two chickens
I
in
think
it.
they used the same name. It was like
It was.
CTR or something.
It wasn't CTR. It was a fucking shit. It was like a mergence thing. Hang on, what is it called? What? Oh, it's gonna piss me off so much now. Hang on, did I have the copy of it over here? I think I have the copy of it over here. Hang the fuck on. Did I?
I mean, does it matter? It was probably bad.
No, it was not bad. It was a good game.
Everything that came after CTR was garbage.
Oh no! Actually, no. Okay, so I'll give you a few, right? I'll give you the fucking tattooed Crash Bandicoot cunt. I'll give you those games like Mind Over Mutant and that, and then I'll give you Wrath of Cortex.
Would have been good if it didn't have all those fucking vehicles and shit.
Oh yeah, I just remember like a plain
load
World War
times.
One mission thing. Yeah, but yeah, like the Crash Bandicoot Worlds thing though, I'm sort of excited for it. I kind of like the idea that it's trying to do. It's like I'm really curious to see what it looks like because Twinsanity could have been a really good game, but like the budget of it was so low, and then the development of it was just so rushed as well.
Yeah, there was a lot cut out of that.
Yeah, there was a lot of problems with that development. So like, imagine like a full good development of that style of game. I think it could work really well. I think it could work really, really well. I'm looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to see what it looks like.
I'm skeptical. I want to see more of it first.
Yeah, smart. But then I don't know.
They're doing a lot more of these. Like they also released SpongeBob Battle for Bikini Bottom remaster as well.
Yeah, a lot of people were excited for that, and then I seen that drop off the face of the earth. Is it even out?
It's out. Yeah, it was out on Halloween night.
Right. Yeah.
Kind of how
21st.
nostalgia works. Resident Evil 2 dropped off the freaking face of the earth. Crash dropped off the face of the earth after release.
Shenmue 3.
Spyro. Yeah, Shenmue 3.
I didn't
Everybody
even
was
know
like,
that
oh
was
my
out.
god, it's here. And then you hear nothing.
I found out it was out this morning. And when I typed it into YouTube, you know how like just obscure a thing is when all you see of a game's coverage is just like weird channels you've never heard of before.
Mm-hmm.
It seems like every game is like that now as well. Like Death Stranding, no one's talking about that anymore.
I think it's just like
At least on my timeline, nobody was talking about that even before launch.
Death Stranding.
Yep.
I think for me, it's like I've not seen really much online about it, but I've talked to a lot of people about it because people in my uni class, one of my mates, he actually he owns it, so he's constantly talking about it. So,
well, I guess that makes sense because it's like that's like a heavy spoiler game, isn't it?
Yeah,
there's a lot you can't talk about in there.
Yeah.
So
I don't know. I don't know if I'll pick up fucking Death Stranding anytime soon. It doesn't really seem like the kind of.
I have no interest in it.
Yeah,
I have it, and I haven't had time to play it like almost at all.
Didn't you say you were going to stream it, listen?
And no, I wasn't going to stream it.
You wasn't.
I don't know. Like I might
keep
like a good stream game.
I was just gonna say that doesn't seem like really a stream game. That seems like something you have to enjoy yourself.
Yeah.
Well, you say that, but like there's so much like downtime in the game. Like there's a lot. You could talk to chat very easily in that game because it's not just about cutscenes. You are just walking around mountains.
Yeah, that's what I heard. It takes like 10 hours before the game even like really starts.
Yeah, like I'm on chapter 3, and I'm I'm not going to say I dislike it, but I'm kind of indifferent to it all. It's all very kind of slow.
For my mindset, I just look at it like, do I really want my viewers to suffer through like 10 hours before we get to anything interesting?
Exactly, yeah, because I see a lot of partner streamers literally just sit there, do fuck all, and not talk to chat, and nobody's in their chat.
See, that's when you get pissed and start playing it. Then you'll have a just a load of better time. Imagine drunk Lucy playing Death Stranding. I would want to watch that.
Oh, it's such a nuisance though, like, because like there's little things about it that are just so fucking annoying. Like, you can't walk properly. You gotta fucking balance yourself, and or else you'll fall over.
I watched this guy ranting to a view on it, and it's fucking, oh man, yeah. So some of the things in the game, like I could see it is just a Kojima thing, because even like the menus and all that, and just the abundance of like information just being thrown at you on like a screen, I'm just like,
it's just informational overload.
Yeah.
Any menu, and I'm just kind of like, what the fuck is the objective here? I gotta just.
Well, I did come up with a rule for myself for streaming. I attempted to stream Horizon Zero Dawn, my first playthrough of it, and I couldn't really get into it because I was too focused on chat, and I didn't have no idea what the fuck was going on. So I ended up hating the game until I stopped, restarted it, and experienced it myself. And I'm like, whoa.
That's what happened to me with Days Gone. Like, I started playing, like, I did one stream of that, like, from the beginning of the game, and then I never clocked what was actually happening with the story or anything like that. And then I enjoyed the game, like, fucking a ton more when it was just me playing it.
Yeah.
And there was no streaming, there was nothing. I was just sitting alone, riding my fucking bike.
That's pretty much what I came to. People are always bugging me to stream a game when it first comes out, and I'm like, no, I want my experience to be like my experience, not our experience.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm the same. I'm not going to stream. I'll probably never stream it. I'm just not interested in doing that. And maybe people would find it entertaining to watch me play it, because I get very angry playing it.
Yeah.
Because I'm like,
Lucy?
Fucking rock. I can't step over this rock, and I'm falling over, and all my cargo is damaged now.
I seen
and I fell into a river, and I'm fucking floating now, and
I seen like
there's ghosts killing me, and it's oh man, my blood pressure's going through the roof when I play that game.
It's just like real life when Lucy drinks. Fuck, I can't get over this rock. Fuck, I can't walk straight.
You may as well be drunk in that game, because Norman Reedus can't fucking stand properly. Literally can't stand. Like, I just fall over all the time.
I seen a gif where it was like, his backpack was massive, it was a fucking tower, and like the guy was walking along a bridge, and he starts like doing a wee ragdoll thing. See the thing in like GTA, if you get hit by a car and you start like, you're not in control of your character and you're wobbling about, and then just before he falls off, like Norman Reedus lands on the bridge, but all of his packages go over the fucking ledge.
I know,
and
I saw that. Yeah, I now remember it. Yeah. Everything just floating down the river, and like, what do you need to, if that happens in the game, what do you need to do? Like, I don't understand. Like, all your cargo's gone. Does that mean like the mission is fucked and gone? Like, because you found all those in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah,
you just find cargo and you got to deliver it, and it's like, what happened? Like, I traveled. I got bored of doing a mission. I had to restore power to this like wind farm. So I was like, fuck that. So I was like, I'll go somewhere else. I went off exploring. And it turns out you can't go off exploring, at least at this early stage of the game. I went to Port City when I wasn't supposed to.
Yeah.
And it took me ages to get, I swear to God, a half an hour climbing mountain trying to get there. And it's literally like, you can't do anything there. You got to go back the way you came. And there's no fast travel. At least unless you have to unlock fast travel with the girl with the umbrella. But it's just so fucking difficult at the minute. I'm finding.
What does the girl with the umbrella turn into, like Mary Poppins or something? They'll fly away.
It's similar. I would imagine it's similar. Like, you're not far off. Well, yeah, it's just a fucking strange game. I'm really trying to get into it. You know?
Yeah,
I like it.
Don't force yourself. You're gonna really hate it.
Yeah, there's a few things like that where it's like, just because it's insanely popular and like everyone's talking about it, I'm like, oh yeah, I'll try this out, and I'll force myself to be like, there's something about this game that everyone fucking loves, and I need to try and find that thing. And then there's some games I just never found it.
I'm the complete opposite way. I just know from like day one I wasn't gonna enjoy it, so I was like, yeah, I'm good.
Yeah.
See, I'm strange. Like, I don't know. It's the type of game, it's one of a kind, because I don't know what exactly I was expecting from it. But I know that this wasn't really it. Yeah. This wasn't what I was expecting from Death Stranding. it's all a little bit too much. Like I don't like it when, and this is in movies as well, but I don't like it when it's a certain tone for a game or a film is advertised to you, and then when it actually comes out, it's not like that. Because in the trailers, it's all emotional and epic, and and it's just so kind of. Yeah, exactly.
Well,
like
the thing that
but
sucks
the
with
game
those
is like so goofy and irreverent, and I'm like, I didn't really sign up for this. Like, I
the
can take
thing
a
that
piss
sucks
on
with
enemies.
those type of games, Lucy, is they usually save all the best stuff for the trailer.
Or just the most
exactly,
engaging stuff for the trailer.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like it's just
just that like I didn't know that there'd be such a heavy emphasis on taking a piss and taking a shit and
I mean, I kind
singing
of knew
your
from
baby
day
to
one. As
sleep.
soon as I seen that like Kojima was behind it, I'm like, every interest I had in this game is completely gone.
right.
Yeah, I don't know. Because I know Metal Gear Solid has their little like idiosyncrasies as well. But
I can kind of understand
I just
why
had in
the game didn't really fully reveal what the fuck it was until a couple of months before it released. You know?
To be fair, even before like a month before release, Kojima even came out and he's like, I don't even know what this is, and I made it.
Which is just I
think
know,
that that was like part of the kind of charm of it I found. Because people didn't know what it was about and everyone theorized on what it was about.
Yeah.
That was fun talking about it. Now it's like it's not fun. You know what it's about.
It's no fun.
It's like when does the fun start? I'm falling over and it's just not fun.
Yeah.
Because it's frustrating.
Oh,
because I see so many streamers.
Yeah, hang on. Yeah, you continue.
What are you saying?
No, I would say Lucy just summed it up perfectly how to describe the game.
Yeah.
When does the fun start?
Exactly. Like I'm not having fun here. Like when's it meant to be enjoyable?
Oh no, it's like what you just reminded me of there, Lucy. Sorry. Like what you just reminded me of there was just a fucking. It was the review that everyone was sharing about, where it's like, oh yeah, this game is like a fucking 90 on Metacritic, and then one of the taglines in it is, "This is not a fun game," and you're like,
it's not.
What?
Yeah.
But, like
that's actually a tagline that could work with a lot of developers, though. Like you could make the most beautiful game, you could have like all this gameplay, but if it's not fun, it's not good.
Yeah. Like it's just lifeless. You're walking around a barren fucking wasteland, and it's like I know that was kind of what the game was, but I just thought there'd be a little bit more to it. Like I know there's combat in it when you go forward into the game, and I've seen like fights and stuff with boss fights, but
apparently the combat's not even that great either. Apparently,
apparently
I heard,
every time you
go ahead.
Sorry, I keep cutting you off. Sorry.
Oh no, I was just gonna say from what I heard, apparently it's not even due its well sales wise. It already got knocked down from number 2 in the UK to number 8 in a day.
Right.
I don't find that surprising at all.
I mean, like,
no, I don't either.
See what, see what, like, going back to what Lucy said is like, oh yeah, the entire thing about this game is like no one knows what it is, but like with me, if I don't know what something is, I'm not going to fucking buy it. Especially when it's like a £50 game, I'm not going to pay £50 just to find out what something is. You know?
Yeah, I'm not wasting no $60 on something that I've
I got it for free. I got it because I had a voucher that was given to me and I wanted to use it, so I was like, oh, I'll just use it on Death Stranding. So I didn't actually pay money myself, but I know what you mean.
See, I got like the choices were like the new COD, Death Stranding, or Pokemon. I was like, I want something fun and chill. Pokemon.
Man, isn't Pokemon the fastest selling Switch title ever now, isn't it? It surpassed Zelda, didn't it?
I have no idea.
More than likely, Pokemon has that power.
Yeah, apparently it's one of the more. I think it's the most recognizable brand in the world. I think that was one of the things someone like a study was saying, which was insane. But like this is my very first Pokemon game like ever. Like but the first proper one. I played like Stadium and all that before. But like even when like everyone's complaining about it, I'm just like, I have no idea what you're complaining about, mate. This is my first experience. I'm having a fun time. It's chill.
I just love that with streamers too, that always have the game like on day one, like $60 is no big deal. That's a lot of money.
Yeah. So like you need to pick and choose your games. Like so like if there's like especially around this season when there's a ton fucking coming out, pick whatever you're going to enjoy the most. Whatever you think you're going to enjoy the most you're going to get the most time out of.
Yeah.
So like, Death Stranding, you're going to get the time out of it, but are you going to enjoy it? Probably not.
I just
I would just recommend people wait for the Black Friday sales or the Christmas sales coming up.
Yeah,
and then get
exactly.
it. It's too weird a game to really solidify how I feel about it at this stage. I still will admit I need to play more of it. It might be one of those like almost Dark Souls games where it's just like, right, this isn't exactly, I wouldn't call it fun, but there's some sort of satisfaction that you get.
But then, like with Dark
weird.
Souls, it's like it's a challenge. Like that's why people enjoy it and why people get satisfaction.
Yeah, challenge.
Yeah,
heavy combat.
Yeah. But then
I think like you know what, that's the basic crux to what the objective is in Death Stranding is like you have to deliver cargo and reconnect like America,
right?
And I will admit that once you get over that kind of hump of the long half an hour fucking journey you're taking, you do kind of feel some sort of I think I do understand the kind of fixation people have in the game and the addiction, because it does I think it will get addictive. You going, all right, let me just explore more of this world, and there's more enemies. I can unlock cars now, and I can build bridges and shit. And
yeah,
maybe that's the kind of the addiction kind of craze about it. But as of yet, I don't fucking know.
I don't know. I was saying to Bundi earlier when we were talking about like the next generation. I just really hope developers going forward focus less on graphics and more on gameplay, because I don't know about you guys, but games this generation and like the end of last generation just all feel the same to me gameplay wise. There's nothing really original about them.
It's hard.
Hard.
I would say in terms of AAA, yeah. But there's a lot of games like one that popped right into my fucking head, Cuphead. Like one of the more original things that I've played, even though it's simple.
Yeah, I'd say that's original.
Yeah, that's definitely original. Just in terms of
scale. That's pretty good.
Yeah,
I just feel like I'm gonna have an epileptic fit when I watch that game, because it's just like flashing lights really quick, like it's.
It's just the fucking. It's like it's the boss fights and like the characters in it. It's like and you're like, oh man, this is cool. Hard, but I'm enjoying it.
I guess I'm just more picky than most, but I just feel like we have like an oversaturation going with like open world games.
Yeah.
Everything just has to be open world now. Apparently, there's like a thing against anything that's linear. There's nothing wrong with linear games.
Nothing wrong with it at all.
Yeah,
I miss that sort of more linear experience, to be honest. Like just loading something up, start finish.
What happened to hub areas? We don't need full open world. Just give us hubs.
Yeah,
like God of War. That was like the perfect kind of usage of like semi-open world. Because like you could it was a semi-open world. You could go in places that you know you didn't have to go there.
I mean, what's the point of an open world game if the world's going to be barren? Like, there's nothing unique about it. It's just the same old open world that we usually experience. You know, you got your snow, you got your grasslands, you got your desert.
The worst games like that is the fucking Ghost Recon, like the Wildlands, and then the new one that came out. I can't remember. Like those games just look. It's like, it's open world. I'm like, yes, but it's just the real world. Like he's not really.
They lost me.
Well, I have not
paid attention to any of those games since I played the Division 1. That game was such a nightmare.
Yeah, I didn't. I never touched the Division 1.
I
saw this.
I think I played the beta.
Try to series out of it, and my God, is it so freaking unoptimized? The freaking like nothing. You always scale with the characters, and for some reason, they're always doing more damage than you're doing to them.
Yeah.
It's just frustrating to play. Me and my buddy were playing it one night, and we spent like 8 hours on just one mission.
Yeah.
Ugh. But like in terms of what would you say is the best open world game of the year? Like I would probably say your guess would be Outer Worlds.
Of this generation?
The thing is, the Outer Worlds isn't like open world though. That is very hubby.
RPG.
It's an RPG, but it's like it's more like along the lines of like, have you ever played Knights of the Republic? Like 2? It's like it's like there's miniature, like there's open areas in the game. There's a lot of open areas in the game, but they're not. It's like you can't go from one place to the other. You know, it's not like Skyrim open world. It's more like it's not even. I keep trying to compare it to Borderlands, but like even then, it's not really like Borderlands.
Isn't that like Fallout? No, because it's Obsidian.
Yeah. In terms of the gameplay and all that, it's like Fallout. Yeah, Outer Worlds is amazing.
best fully open world game this generation, I would probably say Horizon.
I've never played Horizon.
I've never played it.
Every single area is different. They do not copy and paste anything.
Huh.
That's actually this. It's the same engine as Death Stranding as well. Apparently.
Which one?
Horizon
No.
Zero Dawn.
No,
I
that's
thought
that's
they
from
used the
Guerrilla
same engine.
Games. They're using their own engine.
I could have sworn they used the same engine.
Not that I'm aware of. From what I was told, like, because they're first party with PlayStation, they use their own engine.
See, I'm not even
Could
too
have
sure.
sworn
See, I think someone would see that question there was like, "Oh, what's your favorite like open world game in the past generation or the past year?" People would probably say Red Dead Redemption 2, but even then, that open world was fucking boring. Absolutely boring.
I'm telling you right now though, like Red Dead Redemption 2's open world is like a fucking party compared to Death Stranding.
Okay, just to go back to what we were talking about before, Horizon, it doesn't run on the Kojima engine. It runs on Decima.
Well, I thought that
it
was
just
the opposite
says
way around.
Decima is a proprietary game engine launched in November 2013 for Guerrilla.
Because I remember Hideo Kojima was like working with them, wasn't he? Like a few years ago in the making of Death Stranding, wasn't he? Or he like had a few. Maybe I was too obsessed with his social media, but like.
Wait. I did found something. It says in June 2016, Hideo Kojima announced preparations for Kojima Productions' independent game Death Stranding, inspecting 2 engine candidates, of which the latter had been used to create the first teaser. After receiving the news, blah 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 blah. Okay, so he partnered with Guerrilla Games.
Yeah.
To make a different. He's using the Horizon engine, but it's not his. He made it different.
Yeah.
He just updated it.
Right. That was what I always thought. So
it just says, according to executive producer Angie Smets, they had simply called it the engine until Kojima said he wanted to work with it and had it spontaneously come up with the name Dejima. This is so.
You can almost imagine him saying that.
Dejima.
But yeah, you're apparently right because apparently Killzone Until Dawn, Riggs, Horizon Zero Dawn, and Death Stranding are all in the same engine.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh damn, that engine ain't actually that old. It's only 6 years old.
Yeah, it was real good.
I know it ran really well in Horizon. I was actually shocked at how quick the loading times and everything were compared to everything else on the market right now.
Yeah.
2 minutes to load.
Oh yeah, like did you see the thing with like Kojima? Was he like his next game's going to be a horror thing? Like he's planning a horror game again. Which everyone's but it was like he posted a tweet or something like that saying it's like, oh yeah, I'm watching these horror movies in preparation of making this horror game. And
well, that's what PT should have been.
What, Death Stranding
or Silent Hills?
Yeah.
That's partly why I'm almost more disappointed with Death Stranding, because I was expecting, I was like, why couldn't we get Silent Hills?
Yeah, I actually played that the other day for the first time.
Yeah, PT.
Mm-hmm.
What did you think about it?
I liked the sound design. I thought that was really good. I didn't really like the whole ghost thing because I've pretty much seen it done in every Korean film.
I think the reason, I don't think it really works as well now unless you've not really played much or seen much of the horror scene in recent years. Because if you went back and played PT now after playing or seeing all the horror games that came out recently, PT is just there. It's just another little tiny fucking weird horror game thing, isn't it?
It's just there's a lot more context.
Yeah,
because it's like at the time when that came out, no one knew what it was.
Yeah,
and that was the kind of intrigue to it.
Theme.
It was kind of like Resident Evil 7 when it was just known as Kitchen.
Yeah,
and people accused Resident Evil 7 of copying PT.
Yeah,
no,
PT was
like
such
the word on the street, which I don't agree with. I don't agree with that, but that's what people fucking say.
No, when I was playing, like I said, I played the demo for the first time the other day. I didn't get any Resident Evil 7 vibes.
No.
Like, those two games are completely different. I think they just confused it with the hallway, because when you go into the Baker plantation or whatever it is for the first time. It has that same corridor.
Mm.
And you're like,
Yeah,
oh,
kinda.
look, it uses the same colors.
Yeah.
It's a 10 game. They copied. But no,
Yeah.
I thought
I think
it had a
it's-
generally good story attached to it. I could have seen
Mm.
what they were going to do with like Norman Reedus' character. I could see them
Yeah.
making his personal hell like
Yeah.
something to do with abusive fathers,
I think
you
like
know, the bad dads.
just playing the demo and experiencing the story. I loved how the story was portrayed in the PT
Mhm.
demo. I think that's why I liked and appreciate it a lot more, because of just how fucking strange it was and everything. Like you're trying, because like initially when you're playing through it, you're like, this is fucking weird. It's like every phase of whatever happens in the hallway is just like, oh, it's just weird shit. And it's like, no, it has more of a meaning than you know. It's like, which gave it like such a Silent Hill sort of thing. Because Silent Hill
I
is like,
thought
there's
it was-
a meaning behind all the things that are happening.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Silent
like
Hill is-
subliminal.
Yeah.
your version of it's always different each game because each person's version of Silent Hill is based on their own personal
Yeah.
demons.
That's why there shouldn't be a Pyramid Head in anything apart from a game with James in it.
Agreed, but in
Yeah.
reality, they put Pyramid Head in the second Silent Hill movie, and he saved Heather.
Yeah, that's so.
Yeah.
It's
He was
almost
in
like
the first
Nemesis
Silent Hill
getting
movie as
feels.
well. wasn't
I actually. Oh wait, I can't. Oh, can I say that? I'll say this. I worked with an actor recently when I was working on a feature film set there. I messaged Lucy about this. I actually worked with an
Yeah.
actor that was in that Silent Hill movie.
Oh
he?
god.
It wasn't Jon Snow, was it?
No, it wasn't him. Was Kit Harington in that movie as well?
Wait, are
He
we
was,
talking about
yeah.
Silent Hill
Really?
1 or 2, the movie?
I don't think.
Two.
I think it was in 2 because I haven't
He
watched.
wasn't.
much of
He was
it.
only in 2.
Right. Okay. No.
Already I'm interested because that good movie was garbage.
Yeah. It's...
The first Silent Hill movie was alright. Like it wasn't
I
bad.
thought, like, up until that time, that was the best video game adaptation.
Yeah, I thought so too. But people go fucking nuts when you say that. They're like, "No, it's
Which is-
terrible."
I don't
They
understand.
fucking
Silent
got
Hill,
the lore
the
wrong."
Silent Hill, the first Silent Hill movie is 10 times better than all the fucking Resident Evil movies.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like 10
It's
times.
Like
They
they even
should
use the same
faithful.
soundtrack.
Yeah.
It's brilliant. Well,
I'll say it, I don't give a
Jesus.
shit. Silent Hill and the Tomb Raider reboot movie, those are literally the only good movie adaptations.
Warcraft, man.
Yeah.
Warcraft, I have a soft spot for the Warcraft movie.
Well, yeah, I
but
haven't
for
seen that
that, you
movie,
don't
but I
even have
heard
to be a
that's good.
fan.
It's fun time, man. It's a good fun time.
Because I thought I despise the Resident Evil movies, but I thought the first half of the first film
Yeah.
was decent. That was decent because as soon as she starts kicking fucking dogs in the head and snapping necks and all and running on the wall, it's like,
I
this
don't know
isn't
what
fucking
the
Resident
fuck was
Evil.
They lost me after the second one when they gave Nemesis feels.
Oh yeah. That's
Yeah.
And people
Like
love
that-
those movies.
They make a lot of money.
They do.
It only did because the Chinese market.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
The Chinese
None of that
love them.
fucking trashy fucking.
Chinese love anything trash. I'll say it.
Yeah.
Well, like the first half was great because it was like I had a mansion, I had a mystery behind it. Alice didn't know who she was. There was a team of like soldiers, like the original Resident Evil game.
Hmm.
Well, I
You know,
love,
you
like,
could see where it was similar to the first game, but they kind of tweaked it a little bit.
yeah, the mansion. They even had the like where you insert the crest in the first game,
Hmm.
a little walkway outside. They even had that in the movie.
A little the train as well, like a
Yeah.
Resident Evil 2 type
Yeah.
thing. Like it said the setup of the first movie was great,
Hmm.
but then they just went too Matrixy on it. Like,
Oh yeah, it gets so fucking weird.
And then the games followed for years.
yeah,
Resident Evil Extinction, where everything's a desert, and then the movie after that, everything's normal again.
Resident
more desert.
Evil. Hammer the buttons and wiggle
Mad
the
Max
sticks.
edition.
Literally,
God.
is Resident Evil Mad Max. I'm like,
Yeah, exactly with zombies.
I just remember that being the most boring. My buddy literally just got home from being in the military from Kuwait, and he brought back one of those DVDs like you would buy on the black market.
oh, those ones.
Oh no!
So
With
I
a,
had
like, paper
Extinction
cover
like
and shit.
3-4 months before it came out, and I watched it. I'm like, what is this? He's like, I don't know. You like Resident Evil? I thought it'd be a good gift. I'm like, is this your way of telling me you hate me?
The CGI movies of Resident Evil, they were alright. I
like
enjoyed.
the first one.
Degeneration was quite good. I liked that one. The second one after
Is that
that,
the
I didn't
one-
enjoy at all. Really.
That's the one in the airport, isn't it?
Yeah, the
Yeah.
airport one. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then the second one was in like a fucking civil war, Middle Eastern
Yeah, it was-
country or something.
The only thing
John-
I didn't like about the first movie is they hyped it up that Claire was returning, and then they
Oh, yeah.
basically made it all about Leon, and she was a babysitter
Yeah.
again.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I just don't know. Last I heard was that they're rebooting it for a new kind of.
Wasn't it a Netflix series?
It's-
Is that what I heard?
That's what I heard.
Yeah.
I heard two things: a Netflix series and that James Wan was. directed the
Well,
new
I heard
reboot
the movie itself, like they wanted to continue the movies, that fell through, but apparently they're working on like a series out of it now.
Which
Yeah.
yeah, I would like to see. I can see what they can do with a series because I've like
I think it will work better as a series. 'Cause
Yeah.
it can do more.
like before like I had this like weird sort of hobby thing of like just making weird or trying to come up with like weird shows, and I was like, oh, I wonder how you can make a Resident Evil show, and it could surprisingly it can work really well. A Resident Evil
Mhm.
show.
Did you see the short film called Dave on YouTube?
I've heard of that
Mm,
actually.
it's-
Yeah. That's
it's-
supposed to
it's-
be fucking. Oh, what was it?
Yeah, it's a Resident Evil
Mm.
short film that was like pitched to like some
Yeah.
studio, so they could make it a TV show out of
Yeah,
it. But
yeah.
they rejected
Oh
it.
wait, yeah, I did see that.
I thought that was really good.
Yeah.
The tone that Marvin Branagh is in it. An
Mm.
actor plays Marvin in it,
Mm-hmm.
and it's only like 15 minutes, and I was impressed by the tone of it. I was
Mm.
like, this is the tone that a Resident Evil movie should be or TV show should be.
Yeah.
There is a
Okay.
pretty good short out there called Siren Song.
Oh yeah, Siren Song.
Yeah,
That's
it's based on
the-
it's based like an original Resident Evil thing, and they actually did a really good job on it.
Yeah. Wait, is that the one where the guy with the beard?
Yeah,
Yeah, he was advertising that shit too. Fuck. Like I literally was.
I felt like he was the only one doing it.
Yeah, like that. I'm giving him props because like
Yeah.
everywhere I fucking looked on Facebook and on Twitter, like I just seen this Siren Song short film. I'm like,
I
good,
did. I
yeah,
posted on like my Resident Evil 1.5 page for them, and
yeah,
that got them a couple of likes and views and stuff like that. But
yeah,
it's always disheartening to see something that has so much heart and soul put into it, and then nobody watches it.
yeah,
Yeah, that's the problem.
yeah. It's annoying. I've considered in the past, like I think it's like even me and AJ have talked about making like a Resident Evil themed short film, and even like me personally, I've always sort of wanted to make like even a Fallout short film, but it's
Mhm.
like yeah, but
Like that didn't fall through. Like we were talking about that a while ago, and I was just waiting on like an update or something.
To be fair, though, I scrapped mine because it evolved into something original, which I like more.
yeah. Mine, actually, I think it's like I had an idea for a Fallout thing, but with all my ideas, I get insanely ambitious with it and I expand it out to something fucking massive, and I can never scale it back down again.
You
that's
need a
like
budget,
me and,
basically.
Yeah, it's like
Me
I
and
just came up with the
Lucy-
show. Damn.
Me and Lucy had this little conversation on Twitter the one day where I just threw him a message. I'm like, Lucy, how would this sound to expand upon Resident Evil 3's intro? And then he would read it, send back what he would think. I would combine it. And we had like this epic thing about how we would expand, like instead of Jill just bursting out of the apartment in the building in the beginning,
Yeah.
you would actually explore that, and you would have two different routes to either go to the rooftop and escape, which you would miss a bunch of items, or go through the main hall.
Yeah, and like you mentioned, like a rent or like a bolt cutters as well,
Yep.
or a chain.
Because they deleted the chain from the original game. So I'm like, okay, so if you go to the rooftop, you miss all this stuff. But if you go out the front door, you could actually chain that area up. So when you backtrack later, more zombies don't come out.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, we could make almost like a fucking podcast in and of itself just about what Resident Evil 3 could be.
Yeah.
And
what
the
it
sad
should
part
be.
is, Lucy, we would still do a better job than what we're probably gonna get.
Jeez, I would. You're very confident. I wouldn't be that fucking making shite now.
I'm
I know
always
Capcom's track history.
I'm always like not enthusiastic. Like I give things a chance. Like before, like I don't want to like be like this is going to be 100% guaranteed fucking trash until I actually see it being played. Like Project fucking Resistance. Yeah,
You
it's
don't speak
like
of that.
I gave it like I gave that like when it was announced, it was like multiplayer thing. I'm like, give it a chance, might be cool. Reacted to the CGI trailer, and I'm like, relax, could be cool. Just wait for the gameplay. Just wait for stuff. Seen the gameplay, I'm like, yeah, this looks shit. Yeah.
The irony is,
Like-
I actually said what it was gonna be before Bundi saw the gameplay, and he was like, "No, you just gotta give it a chance." And then when he saw the trailer, he was like, "Well, fuck."
Yeah.
Yeah, it just
I was
looked.
right.
Yeah, it didn't. Yeah.
I mean, I don't have any like qualms with that game. Whatever it's going to be, if it's going to be a real game or if it's a good side kind
Well,
of
that's
game.
like people keep asking me my opinion on it. I'm like, I don't have one. I'm not even following it because I have no interest in it.
Oh yeah.
Exactly. I'm just
I'm
so
not-
indifferent to it. Like I don't care.
Yeah.
It's not Resident. It's not Resident.
No, it's not.
Which, to be fair, like it's fine that it's not. Like it's there for anyone who wants to play that style of thing, and I know a few people who actually played the beta and enjoyed it, and I'm like, yeah, fair enough. But it's not my kind of thing. Well,
My thing is with
yeah.
Capcom, why do they keep trying to take their biggest selling series and turn it into something it's not? Make a new IP. If you want to focus on multiplayer, make a new series. Stop trying to turn Resident Evil into something it's not. I don't care if it's a spin-off or not.
It's fine.
The problem is that doesn't it kind of sell though? Because I know a lot of people who really liked Project Zero. A project, what's it called?
It's not going to
Project
sell.
Resistance.
I'll be shocked if it even hits like 1 million.
It would probably sell a tiny bit if like a bunch of YouTubers played it. It's gonna be what it's gonna be one of those games.
Streamers I know that really like it, but it's just not for me. So
no, just yeah.
I'm just gonna say it's gonna fail.
Yeah, I don't know. It could surprise us, but then again, it's like it does look like it's just going to be another one of those things.
It is
another one of those things.
It's another Umbrella Corps, basically, just a little bit better.
Yeah. It could always be worse. It could always be Umbrella Corps.
Yeah.
Which I recently uninstalled on my PC. I had that installed for fucking ages, saying I will try it out. I will play it. I will play it until like my local disk drive went into the red, and I'm like, yeah, it's gonna get deleted.
Yeah,
Get
somebody
tried.
gave it to me for free because they got it in their Humble Bundle thing.
Yeah.
And I tried it for like 30 minutes, and I played with, I think it was like 2 or 3 people, and nope.
Yeah.
Just nope.
Straight up. Oh man.
Immediately deleted it, and I hid it from my library so nobody would ever ask me to play it again.
Yeah. I think I got it. Yeah, I think I bought it myself because I think a few people were saying, oh yeah, let's hop on and play it. And I'm like, I'll find, if there's a copy for like £1, I'll get it. And I found a copy for like £2 or something. And I'm like, yeah, I'll get it just for the one night, just for the shits and the giggles. And then no one played it. And I'm like, okay, now I just own this. I just own it. And there's a few people that were messaging me and it's like, hey, it's on sale on PSN for £12. I'm like, mate, I was hesitant in paying £2 for it. Never mind fucking £12. No happening.
I literally have you know how you could categorize your games on Steam?
Yeah.
I just have a garbage folder that's hidden from the public, so anything I hate just goes right in there and nobody can see that I own it.
I don't know what it is. I don't understand it, but like I have never ever forced anyone to play a game on Twitch. I don't get it. Like I don't want to name names, but the past like week I've gotten a few messages of people saying, you know, oh my god, you should play this, you should play that, you should play that. I'm like, I know you just, I don't know. I just get so kind of pissed off at it sometimes.
Speaking as somebody who had to deal with this constantly in the past, the only reason I can see that people love to do that is because they think if you're playing with them, they could use your name to get more people to come in.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah.
I'd say that's partly why on a few of them, but I don't know. It's just you have to be very patient, I find, with people.
I try.
Very, very.
I try, and then I beat.
I
my
think
head
it's
into a
like
rock.
over the recent couple of months, with just like the change of just the way I sort of view life, I get like I have less time for people, and I have less patience for people now. I used to have a ton of patience, and now it's like whenever something happens, I'm like,
It's actually kind of funny because when me and Bundi first met, he was always like happy-go-lucky, and he was always just like, "You see it? Why are you so down?" And now, like a year later, he's like, "Oh, I get it."
I'm still happy-go-lucky. I'm still a happy chap.
You are,
I'm
but
just-
you also
actually-
got more of a cunt side to you
I
now.
just have more of a cuntness inside me now, where I'm just like, I have no time for your shite, mate. You need to fuck off.
I've seen you in a bad mood, like not once ever seen you in a bad mood.
See me,
You're always consistently
yeah,
in a good mood.
yeah, like
And me, I get pissed off all the time.
yeah, like I think more like off camera, of course, I get like I've been fucking raging and I've been upset and stuff like that, but like I sort of like try to get a positive spin on things, and I try to again just like being positive. I just like being positive because there's no point in being fucking dark and down all your life, you know. Like there's no really any point in that because you're not going to enjoy life, for instance. You're not going to enjoy anything if you're just going to be like purposely letting yourself be down and
Well, that's
dark.
what I said to people before.
So
I
it's
was
like-
actually writing a thing on Twitter about this. I'm like, why stick with something that you don't enjoy? Why stick with a game series you don't enjoy if you're just going to like constantly go nuts over it? Just find what you enjoy and work on that.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's not rocket science.
exactly.
It's really not.
You have all these YouTubers getting it's like, oh my god, I'm so depressed, and I'm like, maybe if you stop fucking covering depressing shit, maybe you'll be a wee bit more happier.
Again,
Eh?
I just want to say too, for people who watch streams, streamers are not psychiatrists.
Oh yeah, man.
Yeah.
I know.
Please stop that. I mean, I get it. Not
Yeah.
everybody has somebody to talk to and all that shit, but we cannot help you. All we can do is give you a number to get help. That's it.
Yeah. None of us. Unfortunately, I'm not a trained psychiatrist. I mean,
Lucy is, but
I'm not either. I'm not.
Oh, yeah.
I'm no fucking psychiatrist. Like, I'll give you my opinion. I'll tell you what I think.
Yeah.
But again,
to be
you
fair
can't
though,
rely on
Lucy,
anyone.
I used to do that, and now I just don't because the minute something that goes wrong, you could be blamed for it. So I'm just like, you know what? It's not even worth the
that's true.
hassle. I'm just gonna give you a number. If you need help, you could reach out to that.
But sometimes it's hard to define what type of problem. Sometimes it's not even a problem, like it's a psychological thing. Sometimes it's some sort of like situation someone else is in that where a doctor wouldn't even be. Like it's not even. It wouldn't even warrant the doctor's attention. Sometimes it's just someone's issue they're having.
I think like
and
someone
you're
just
kinda
overthinking, and you're like, it's not a big deal. It's fine.
Yeah.
Don't worry about it. And you continue to worry about it, and then you're like,
But no, like
I don't know. I just want to stress that like we are not coached to like help with that specific kind of thing, like psychological stuff. So just please keep that in mind.
yeah. It's not a fun sign.
Maybe I give too much advice now. I don't know. Like
I feel
after my streams, I have a bit of it's just a blur.
Yeah.
I don't even remember what we were talking about.
Oh yeah.
until
There's
maybe someone else
been
brings it up.
times where it's like someone's referenced like he was like, oh yeah, remember the conversation we've had? I'm like, no clue.
Yeah, because you've had fucking 20 of them.
Yeah.
And
It's
like,
like,
which one was that? I forgot who I spoke to about this. Like you forget. Not only do you forget what you were talking about, you forget who you were talking to about.
Yeah, exactly.
Speaking of which, I've got that recently. Somebody came in, they were all offended because I didn't remember their actual name or like who they were. And I'm like, do you realize how many people come in and out of chat? I'm horrible with my memory to begin with.
Yeah, and especially when you have like a fucking internet name, I'm not gonna remember it. Especially if you're not there like reoccurringly. It's just I'm never gonna remember it. Oh man. Yeah.
It can be tough. It's not easy to navigate
It's very draining too. People don't realize that either, how draining streaming is.
Yeah, constantly.
Yeah,
I think I felt that more recently as well. Like after I was streaming for like a couple, because like at first, like I even remember a conversation me and AJ was having. Like I was like, oh, why are some people just like constantly just sitting back and not really saying much? And then there was me that was saying something like fucking constantly, and then now I'm more of a laid back and being like, no, there's periods where I just don't really speak much. And I do try and speak.
He used to yell at me for that all the time.
Yeah, it was like, why are you silent? I want to listen to you speak.
And again, a year later, here we are.
Yeah, and then I'm just like, I just want to chill. I think there's been multiple streams where just as I start, I'm just like, okay, guys, this is going to be a chill stream. I'm going to be sitting back. I'm going to be relaxing. Sometimes I'm going to be speaking. Sometimes I'm not. And I'm just going to be sitting here and fucking chilling. If you want to ask me something. I'll talk about it. But if nothing's been happening, if no one's saying anything, I'm just going to be sitting here and chilling.
Yeah.
So yeah. There's no problem with that. Pretty much. I think that's like the change in my perspective, where it's like I had a problem with people who just didn't speak. Which I still sort of have that problem with people who just don't speak in general, but they have a face cam there, and I'm like, no one just wants to sit there and just look at your face. You're not saying anything.
When they have that, I'm always like, are you taking somebody else's webcam and just using it?
Yeah. Oh, they go in like Omegle or something like that, and they just screen cap it. That'd be funny. That would be cool. Oh, that'd be an interesting idea, actually. Hang on.
Oh, God.
Actually, no, it's quite dangerous to do that in Omegle because you'll just see dicks.
Yeah.
That's the fun thing. I
You
remember.
don't want to be putting some random person's face on your stream either. That's.
Oh yeah, of course. Yeah, there's laws. Yeah, I forgot about that.
Yeah.
Does that still happen? Like, does that still happens today? Does it?
Oh, I'm
Well,
sure it
Omegle.
does.
No, like that, like putting someone else's face onto a stream.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I mean, look at the
Yeah.
Twitch whores. Half of them ain't even actually real women. It's just like somebody goes and gets, some random girl's webcam or whatever, and then they just stream that like it's their own.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is a downer podcast. This is a realistic podcast. I'll have you
It's
know.
a very realistic podcast.
Yeah. This is
There's
real.
Almost
nothing
too
We're
wrong
talking
with
about the
being
real shit. Sometimes, because like, sorry.
No, it's like I don't want to talk down to viewers who are watching, but
Yeah.
like I don't mean that at all. It's just that sometimes it can get a little difficult.
Well, that's the thing too.
Like
Lucy,
AJ is saying,
they don't realize what's going on in your mind either as the streamer. So this is a nice way for them to connect with you more.
Yeah.
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 Like sometimes I get people in my chat and like I'll miss a comment or like I don't mind it when it depends on. This might sound biased, but like it does depend on the person because if I know the person well and they said something like, "Oh, you missed my essential comment earlier," scroll up.
Essential.
I'll probably
put that in italics.
Like the level of entitlement sometimes is just fucking like. But I will scroll up. I've no problem with it. But sometimes that can kind of become a little bit too overbearing. Like, fuck, man. Like all I know is like I've never said that to fucking anyone in their stream.
Yeah.
In their chat.
I think the worst
things
ones
I just wouldn't do.
Those types of people, and then the people who try to promote their own stuff while you're streaming.
Subtly promoting their own shit. Yeah.
Yeah, like they're trying to do it so slyly.
Yeah.
But at the same point, like when you're in a stream, rule number 1 is never to bring anybody's shit into that stream.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Like he's like it even happens at the highest level as well. Ninja $1 donation, and in that like message with it was like a YouTube link saying, "Do you mind just playing some of my music that I made on YouTube?" And Ninja went fucking mad. He was like, "People try to buy you, basically. They tried to buy advertisement. They tried to buy, like almost like they try to buy fucking friendship. Like it's almost that's almost it." But like AJ was saying, friendship's meant to happen naturally, not through fucking money.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Honestly, when people do that and they're like, "Well, I could just get you this game," I'm just like, this is usually a red flag, and it makes me not want to really focus on you anymore.
Yeah,
yeah.
Like if I get someone something, like if I get them a game or something like that, if I gift them a game, I'm doing it because I want to do it. I'm not doing it because I want some sort of social brownie point.
Bingo.
That I want them to do something for me again. No, I like to do it because you're a fucking friend of mine.
The red flag for me, Lucy, is when they constantly bring it up in like your public streaming chat that they want to do something for you. Like if you want to do something for somebody, do it in private. not for the brownie points.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
It's such a fine line because you don't want to sound like a either. Because I know people
Yeah.
are very nice. People are very fucking generous and overwhelmingly
The
generous.
line is where you draw it, Lucy.
Well, that's something else I wish people would get in their minds too. Like, they always think that streamers are so happy-go-lucky and they're always just so, I am gonna do this. I'm gonna be peppy. No, we're real people.
Like I had a fucking shit day last Thursday. I came home from work and I just wanted to fucking cry almost.
Yeah.
And I said, look, I'm not fucking streaming because it's just gonna come out. And I just went to bed.
Yeah,
and
there's
I'm glad I did.
I've had those days as well, where it's like I come home and like lately, and a lot of people who watch me know this, and you guys probably know as well. So like I've just been constant fucking doing so much stress and so much, like I've got a lot of work and then a lot of uni stuff and all that as well, and they've all been piling on. And like there's even the week there, or no, the week prior to the Stalker week, you can just call this the Stalker week.
Right, yeah.
And it was literally I was coming home like fucking 1 a.m. and getting back up at like 4 or something, and it's just like just no sleep, and I'm just being miserable. And then it gets to like the end of the week, and I'm like, I just want to sleep. I don't want to do anything. Don't want to have any emotion. I just want to shut off everything. Don't want to interact with anyone. Yeah. Oh,
I want to fap. I want to shower. I want to watch porn again.
Oh, yeah.
I just want my own fucking time.
Literally, during the week I was talking about there, that was one of the things. Like, I get home and I'm like, I want to just fucking unleash. And I'm too tired to unleash. And I'm like, I want to get up in the morning and unleash. And I get up in the morning, I'm too tired. I fucking go out, get ready, go home. And I remember actually having a conversation with my mate, and he was like, and we actually get onto this sort of conversation. And I said to him, was like, I'm just like sort of in this weird zone. And even in this weird zone, a part of me just needs to do that. And then he's like, I totally fucking understand you right now. Because I need to do the exact same thing. It has been 2 weeks. And I'm like, 2 fucking weeks? Really? Jesus Christ. But
it reminds me, like a friend of mine sent me a meme the other day that was like so simple, but so, I thought it was so true. It was like, basically it said, I don't get enough credit for not losing my fucking shit every day.
Yeah.
Yep.
Like, that's exactly it. Like, you're trying to keep the fucking lid on. You're trying to make it not burst and go fucking nuts sometimes. Life is just so fucking fast paced, and you got no time. There's not enough hours in the day, and you got to make everybody happy, and it's impossible. And
that's the big one for me.
Oh yeah.
Yep, that's the big one for me. Like, people started getting like offended or whatever when I stopped. I took a break from streaming in September because I was completely burnt out, and I just did not feel like doing it anymore. And people were just messaging me constantly, like, when you coming back? When you coming back? I want to watch you play this game, blah, 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 blah. It's like, people need to realize, again, we are real people. We're not machines. And streaming takes a lot of time out of your day.
What are you saying?
Okay, Bundi is a machine.
That's actually kind of creepy, isn't it?
Oh yeah, totally creepy. I was like, putting on this the positivity mask, and I looked at my desk. I'm like, I'm a Vault Boy bobblehead who has a massive smirk on his face. That gets me up in the morning. Oh, you have a Batman bobblehead? What? That's cool. I like that.
A few of them.
You have a few.
A few of them, yeah.
That's a meaty bobblehead.
Like, nobody, I don't think anybody knows I have these. Like, hang on. I also got Jesus Christ as well.
Okay.
That's a good one. I don't know where I got that one.
Yeah,
I
want to know where you got
a little Spidey. I got a little Spider-Man.
Oh, you got a wee pop figure. Nice one.
Yeah.
I like that one.
I did make the Boondock Saints one.
Oh, nice. Oh man, yeah, this has been.
This is why you need a camera, AJ.
True.
That's exactly why you need a camera.
I mean, I have a camera, but you're no.
Having a camera is just fun, man. Sometimes it's just chill. It's nice. You connect in a in a different level with someone when you have a wee camera on. Like,
I've done that on streaming before. It didn't really change anything.
oh yeah, true. But that was on stream though. If you have it right now when all of us have our cameras on, it's like we're connecting. It's like we're in a pub right now. We're not drinking and not in the pub.
Yeah. And people can fap as well.
And people can fap. No,
I mean, in fairness, AJ's looking pretty good looking there now.
Oh yeah, he's looking. It's a big old cyberpunk boy. Good shit.
You're excited for that, AJ?
I am. Which is a complete 180 because a year ago I couldn't even play first-person games.
Oh yeah.
You get nauseous, don't you?
He was the guy who was like Resident Evil 7, and I'm like, AJ, play it, and he kept saying,
I literally shut everything off, completely blocked everybody out, rebought it, and I was like, I'm gonna go through this, headphones on, no distractions, and I loved it.
Yeah, it's a great game. I love Resident Evil.
Resident Evil 7's good, man.
Absolutely love it.
It's a good game.
Mind you, I didn't really start getting good at first person until I started playing Borderlands with people.
Oh, Borderlands
really broke me in.
Like, are you getting better at it in terms of like not getting nauseous? Like, you're getting used to it like that?
If I take a break for like 2 weeks and I come back, I'm nauseous for like 30 minutes, but then my mind just like trips something, and then I get right back into it.
You would take playing VR.
Yeah.
VR Borderlands. Yeah. You would die.
And so, like, you must be playing, and you played the new Call of Duty as well, haven't you?
I did. I played the new Call of Duty. I've been playing Borderlands 3. I've been playing Mirror's Edge Catalyst.
Oh, fuck.
Oh, yeah, I remember you were saying that was a while ago, wasn't it? You played Mirror's Edge.
I'm still working on Mirror's Edge because that, rightfully so, still gives me a little motion sickness.
Yeah, well, I mean, in fairness, Mirror's Edge is a bit
very
intense.
fast-paced.
Yeah, like it involves a lot of heights and stuff, and like, I don't know. I hate heights.
Speaking of which, let's go into that topic. Call of Duty.
Oh yeah, Call of Duty.
Because you and I were the only one that played it. So what did you think of that, Lucy?
Me? What do you think about Call of Duty?
Yeah.
I loved it. I thought it was great.
Is there anything new?
You talk about the campaign?
No. We're not going to discuss anything about that.
Yeah, no spoilers.
Just the multiplayer.
You spoiled the quote for me. You will not spoil anything else.
No, I won't spoil anything. But I would like to say shit about it though. The campaign, because I really did like the campaign.
Oh, I know. My buddy's playing through it right now, and he's like God smacked, and I'm like, stop it, I'm a shanky.
It's just that like it takes what Modern Warfare 2 did in that campaign in terms of like the kind of the disturbing moral conundrums you're kind of met, and they go full on with it. I don't think they pull any punches. Now, one thing about it is that I think could have been. Tails said this on his stream. It could have been a little gorier.
Could be a little
because
gorier.
That's not. Yeah, because it's not. I remember in World at War back in like 2000.
Oh, World at War was something else, man. That was a
Jesus,
fucking,
like you could like shred people's legs off, and the limbs are hanging off, and bone on bone just shattering it through the like, flesh.
Well, I remember a very specific scene in World at War is when, it's when you're invading. Was it Berlin? And then it's like all the Nazis are going down into the subway, and you fucking Molotov them, you know?
Yeah, you burn them.
Yeah.
Like that type of like visually it was.
Yeah,
like intense, but I think I'd spoil it, but it involves a certain kind of category of people that are kind of very sensitive. I don't know how to say it, but
the people are like, oh my god, this person's shooting things. I don't know. I've seen that like all the people that work at IGN basically, they're fucking we squirmish. Like, literally, they were like, oh my god, I cried at this. It's like, did you cry, Lucy?
There was one level that's probably the most hard to stomach, and the funny thing was that it was a little bit hard to watch or hard to play, however whatever way you want to say it. But I got a fucking I got a raid right as it was happening with like 20 people, and my raid alert is Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Come on, kill me.
The smile he does. Remember he tries to smile in Terminator?
Yeah.
And it just looks so goofy, and it just ruined the fucking. Everyone just laughed. It was no longer disturbing or horrible to watch. Like, so that kind of ruined it.
Yeah.
But yeah, I liked Modern Warfare a lot. The campaign.
Yeah.
Okay, so my experience, I never played Call of Duty online before because it was always just too many toxic people. So I
That's a
played.
great thing about Call of Duty, though, man. Like, sorry, like,
Yeah.
you just reminded me of something there, AJ. There's a video where it's like kids these days will never experience this. So, like, in Fortnite, there was never like big public lobbies where everyone has their microphones on, and there was like a video of like that tagline, but it was an MW2 lobby, where it's just a compilation of them, and it was so fucking toxic and just so horrible that I was just having a good time watching that video and reminiscing.
Yeah, it was a guilty pleasure back then because it was just like no holds barred. You just say anything you want.
Oh yeah, literally anything.
Yeah.
No, so my first experience with it was the 2 versus 2 alpha that came out.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I played that with my buddy Shark, and I didn't think I was gonna get into it at first, but when we started getting kills and we were winning, I'm like, this is proof that I'm actually getting better. So I really enjoyed it. And then I was watching him play some team deathmatch and the other multiplayer modes on his Twitch. And it's so fucking good. They actually put lot of time into the sound design. They put a lot of time in making the weapons different. Like the recoil and everything. It's really enjoyable. And honestly, for those people that just constantly bash Call of Duty for being Call of Duty, you really need to play this and stop that shit.
Yeah, it's great.
You're missing out on a really good experience.
Yeah,
it really is. Like the level up system is so deep in this one.
Yeah,
like all the every gun is just so different to the other gun you had in your hand 5 minutes ago, and like even the handguns have so many little fucking tiny subtle attachments that make it a little difference, but makes a big difference. If you know what I mean, like it's the customization that we've always wanted in Call of Duty.
Yeah.
Yep.
I think it's the new COD is just always. I always know I'm just going to like it, and for some reason I'm still not bought it yet, and I don't know why I haven't bought it. Because like it's not like a problem of like, oh, I don't have anyone to play with. It's like my friends and all are playing it, but I've just not bought it yet, and I think it's going to be like a December purchase for me, like because it sort of gets it gets a wee bit more quieter during then. And I'm also not in uni. I've got my trimester ends in the beginning of December, so I have over a month off, and I'm like, let's fill that time up. Let's play catch up. So
one thing I really do like about the new one is they rebalanced everything. Yeah, like for people who camp, you're gonna get punished so hardcore if you even try it. And I think that's the big reason why a lot of people are like the old time players like, I don't like it, is because it actually requires skill to play now.
Yeah. There's no wall running, there's no jetpack, no exoskeleton suits. There's none of that. It's what we signed up for in the beginning. Like Call of Duty, this was it's almost like the Resident Evil 7 treatment. It's going back to what worked.
Yeah,
that's kind of how I felt, Lucy. Like they fucked themselves up when they did all that like futuristic bullshit, and that's how they brought like like when Resident Evil 4 came out, they brought all the action fans in, and they split the fan base. That's how it feels. Now they're going back.
See, fucking the problem I always had with like the futuristic CODs is that it tried so much to be like Titanfall, like with the wall running and all this shit. And I'm like, even Black Ops 3, I was like, why are you doing this? Like, why are you trying so hard to be like Titanfall? Just be your own. Just be Call of Duty. You don't need to be Titanfall. Just be your own fucking thing. And they never listen.
It sounds like a little thing I say about Resident Evil all the time.
Yeah,
I was about to say. I was about to say, because like this Modern Warfare wasn't the first one to kind of steer Call of Duty back into the good kind of graces that it should be in. The first one was World War II.
Yeah, World War II is not
that
bad.
was the first one. It's not bad. It goes back to boots on the ground. Yeah, it's a very kind of it's just a very bog standard Call of Duty game.
I'd say that one was the baby steps.
Yeah,
and then it's they're finding their feet again.
I never liked
Black
the
Ops
campaign
4,
of that one though.
The campaign was okay.
It was like there wasn't really much of a story to it. It just things were happening, and it wasn't really.
World War II has been overdone to bits, like in games.
I will say that's one thing that really pissed me off though, is when they got rid of the single player campaign.
Oh,
in Black Ops 4.
And
Yep.
then
You see-
apparently, Black Ops 5, man, that's coming next year. It's going to send Call of Duty fucking spiraling right back then.
That's like I kind of think that Black Ops 4, I didn't mind that they didn't have a story because I thought the stories post Black Ops 1, you could even say post Black Ops 2, were just the same rehashed trash. I mean, I played Advanced Warfare with the one with what's his name?
Kevin Spacey.
Kevin Spacey. And
Yeah.
I don't know how
The
I got
main
through that
reason
campaign.
I didn't like when they cut the single player campaign is it's like I'm not paying $60 just for multiplayer. That's insane.
See,
Well, the big deal about that one was, sorry, I cut you off there.
oh, that's fine.
The big deal about that one was that it was their first hurdle into Battle Royale. And I actually really liked that Battle Royale. I thought it was really good because it was boots on the ground.
Yeah, just release the Battle Royale separately, you know. That's the
Didn't
big.
that die off?
It was again. It's like they released that during the period where Battle Royale games were just like in abundance and coming out in early access like every 2 minutes.
Well, I mean, in general, like everybody was saying, that was gonna be like the next big thing, and now you hear nothing about it.
Again, it's not the next best thing because it's a £60 game.
Yeah, like Call of Duty Mobile is bigger than that now.
Yeah,
because it's free.
Yeah,
and that's also Battle Royale. And Modern Warfare is getting Battle Royale as well.
Yeah, but apparently the Battle Royale is getting released separately or something.
Yeah, it's apparently it's 200 people now instead of 100. It's fucking nuts.
That's cool. I'm looking forward to see what they do with that. But even like Battlefield 5, that has a Battle Royale mode, and it got no one talking.
That was just no one gave a fuck.
Yeah, it was just there.
I just didn't like the fire. Like that was a terrible.
That was like a.
I don't like that idea.
Fallout 76 did the exact same thing with the fire and the Battle Royale shit as well. That mode was no fun.
It just creates this kind of like shit. It's a horrible looking. If it's just fire surrounding you like everywhere, isn't it? When you get into the end game, and it just doesn't feel. I don't know. I don't like that at all. I like to have like a clear kind of, even like in PUBG where it's just it's like a force field. You can just barely subtly see it.
I liked it. There was this game called Ring of Elysium, where it's like the end sort of zone is a helicopter, and you all have to get into the helicopter. So multiple teams can win the game because there's 6 seats on the helicopter. And so like teams can go in there, or you can just kill everyone trying to get to the helicopter. But the surrounding area is gas coming in, so it's not like this weird. So it's not like an unrealistic like zone blue orb thing coming in. It's not like a massive ring of fire coming in either. It's just gas. Which I don't know. I like that.
That's all right. That's not bad. That idea. Like I think the most creative Battle Royale. Now, I don't even know if you could even call it a Battle Royale, but
Radical.
You know that game, the Hunt Showdown.
Oh, Hunt! Oh man, I'm still trying to get people to get that fucking game so I can play it with someone.
Grandfather Hermit is always telling me to play it with him. He just streams all the time, and it's like his niche. But that is like really interesting. It's not just there's like zones within the whole map, and you got to find bosses and clues to defeat bosses. While there's other players on the map trying to do the same thing, trying to fight you. Yeah, it's just I find that really interesting.
It's a scary game.
Yeah, it's kind of survival horror.
Yeah, so it's like this see the scary like so when I was initially just playing Battle Royale games and playing it solo, I had that sort of scare to it. Like I was never like just fully relaxed playing Battle Royale. Now I'm fully relaxed. I'm like, this is fun. But like back then I was like, so uneasy. I'm so like ready to tense. Yeah, it's tense. Yeah. And then I lost that feeling, and then I played Hunt Showdown again. I'm like, this is tense. Back. Yeah, it's like this is the thing I miss. Yeah, it's insane. It's really cool. I love it.
Like because it's a horrible. Like you're in the top 10 and your heart starts racing.
Yeah,
like your heart beating, and you got that feeling in your stomach, and you're nervous.
Yeah,
that's an amazing feeling, though.
Oh, it is. Game to give you it is. Even in Hunt Showdown, like once you get a contract and you're trying to get the fuck out of here, everyone in the map can see you, and you cannot see them. So it's
Yeah,
like, yeah. So you're just trying to get the fuck out of there, and you have no idea what's. So someone could anticipate your path, and they could really set up a ambush and stuff. It's like
there's a really cool feature with that game that I haven't seen any other game do. You know the way it's like, say if you're playing a game like Call of Duty, for example,
Yeah.
and you hear gunshots in the distance,
yeah,
and you get to a point where you know the game so well that you know what gun that is.
yeah,
Oh, that's an AK-47 from fucking ages away.
Yeah.
Where in what's it called there, the Hunt Showdown, you can actually go into select any weapon you want, right? And you can like zoom out the gun to decide how far away it is and pull the trigger, and you can listen to what the sound is. So you can actually practice listening to what gun it is, which is kind of helpful because like you're like, right, should I push or should I not? Because this guy might have a fucking OP sniper rifle or something.
See, yeah, I have that with like PUBG, where it's like I know if someone has like an M24 or if someone has a Kark, which is two like different sniper rifles. And so if I hear someone, because like with that M24, all you hear is, and you're like, okay, we need to get closer to that guy because if we keep range, then he can fucking take us the fuck out. So like, he's shortened that distance.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And again, that all just comes with time as well. It's the same with Call of Duty.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, I haven't touched the. Have you guys downloaded the Spec Ops for Call of Duty? The new one?
I don't own Call of Duty yet.
Oh, you don't own it?
No, I was just watching my buddy play it.
Oh, right, okay. Yeah, I don't own it, so unless he's the only one here that owns it.
Yeah,
I thought you owned it.
Pick it up. No, I still have to pick it up. I was watching my buddy play it. He's just been like going nuts over it, and he really enjoys it.
Yeah.
I only played the alpha version so far.
But
that's a bit of a plot twist.
I do want to start wrapping it up here. So anyone in the chat, I know there's a few, I think there was a few newcomers maybe, but if anyone in the chat actually has like questions for me, AJ, or Lucy, ask them now. Because for the next 10 minutes we're going to be answering any questions, and if there isn't any questions, I will just be wrapping up the show. So yeah, but it's been fun though. This has been a long podcast, 2 hours and 16 minutes long. I thought it was going to be ending like more than the 1 hour mark.
Oh yeah,
but,
is that the longest one we've ever done? Is it?
No. Lucy, the longest one we've ever done is doing the condom talk. Which lasted nearly 3 hours. Nearly 3 hours.
That was the one. Yeah.
Because at that point it was like I ran out of topics around the hour mark, and then we just started. We just kept talking, and we just kept talking and talking and talking. And I'm like, right, I'm just gonna keep letting this roll because there was literally like no stopping points. We literally just kept having this long natural conversation. Yeah, TGS, was the Stalker story already talked about earlier? Yes, I talked about that for like half an hour, 20 minutes.
Yeah, that was 20 minutes into the podcast.
Yeah, that was a long story. I'm not going to repeat it because then I'll be here for another fucking 30 minutes. So you need to listen to that when the podcast goes up. Which actually I usually wait when episodes are like are live streamed. I usually wait like a week or maybe a couple of days. I'm gonna put this straight up to YouTube after we are done here. Enigma asks, do you guys what do you guys think of Fallen Order success? Wait, do you think I read that completely wrong. Do you guys think Fallen Order success will affect how EA does games?
No, because Mass Effect Andromeda changed nothing.
Yeah.
I mean, that game looks amazing. I think that game looks great.
Oh yeah, I was really not looking forward to it. I was not interested in it, and then I seen people play it, and I'm like, this game looks really fucking cool.
Yeah,
and I want it.
It looks like Dark Souls.
Yeah,
but Star Wars.
Yeah, similar. Yeah.
Like a toned down Star Wars.
I just say it's the Dark Souls. Dark Star Wars.
Dark Stars.
I said the same as well. I was like Dark Stars
Wars.
or Star Souls.
Oh, that's wrong. But yes, yeah. I don't know. Like EA is always going to be EA. So like when they think they have your trust, they're just going to scam you a lot more again.
Yeah,
so,
they have no trust for me. Mirror's Edge Catalyst was kind of mediocre. Mass Effect Andromeda, we all know what happened with that.
Yeah.
Anthem,
I can say this though, always with Respawn Entertainment, who made Fallen Order, they made Titanfall 1 and 2, and then they also made Apex Legends. They're a good developer, I think. Like, they are really good. Like, all the games they've done so far have been really
Yeah.
good. It's even with Apex Legends, I don't like the game, but like, I'm not gonna ignore the fact that the game is like a fucking huge thing, you know.
Yeah.
And
I
it's
thought my fucking Fear Effect remake.
yeah, I just want Fear Effect.
It's been
Where
what,
is
like 2 years?
Where
But
is
what
it?
about the big question? If you want to close the podcast, like,
Yeah.
what do you think is going to get Game of the Year?
I
Oh,
was
yeah.
actually going to say that earlier. Go
Yeah, I
ahead.
forgot about that.
I thought we forgot about talking about this.
Talking about forgot about the Game Awards. Like what was on? Like, so Control, Death Stranding, Resident Evil 2, Sekiro, and then there was what else is on there? Is the
Super
Outer
Smash
Worlds?
Bros. Control.
Yeah, Super Smash Bros. And then Outer Worlds. So I think that's all the
Okay,
games that are on
so I'll say
Yeah.
up right front, I voted for Control because it's the only one that actually did something new.
there. I voted for Sekiro because that's the only one there I didn't play it, but I thought it was like
Yeah.
it looked cool enough. Like, I was gonna vote for the Outer Worlds, and I'm like, that's not a Game of the Year game. The Outer Worlds.
I voted for Sekiro as well.
Yeah,
That's
Sekiro.
Sekiro.
Now, in
Deserves it.
reality, who do you think is actually going to
And
win?
I'll keep coming.
I don't know.
Kojima's gonna walk on stage. He won it. He wins
Between-
everything. Death
I
Stranding.
honestly think it's either going to be Resident Evil 2 or it's going to be Death Stranding,
Yeah.
which is
Because the
Yeah.
thing is, in
I'd be
reality,
hap-
this entire show is hosted by Jeff Keighley, and Jeff Keighley
Yep.
like sniffs Kojima's arse. Like, let's be honest here. Like, he
Yeah,
fucking
he's even posting
follows that
things
shit.
like, I have nothing to do with the actual thing. I only host a show. I'm like, what the fuck you do?
Yeah, don't lie. And I'm like, oh yeah, Death Stranding winning everything. Maybe it'll probably win like best narrative and best direction, but like,
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
really hope it
as
doesn't win Game of the
many-
Year. Really
As
hope.
many gripes I have with Resident Evil 2, I think Resident Evil 2 is taking it.
And I'd be
It
kind
really-
of happy with that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I would be happy if Resident Evil 2 remake got it.
like I said, as many gripes I have with it, it is my most replayed game. I got like, I want to say 70 hours out of it.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I have hundreds of hours on it, but I speedrun it.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I don't know.
I fucking love Resident Evil 2 remake.
Oh yeah. It's all about the run.
But yeah, if I don't know. Resident Evil 2, I can't see Control getting it. I can't see Mario getting it. I can't see...
So a lot of people are saying Mario shouldn't even be on there.
No, I shouldn't.
Wait, Mario? What, Super Smash
Oh no,
Bros?
Super Smash Bros. I mean,
Oh nah, I don't know why that's on there. Like,
There
best
should be a
fighting game,
cutoff date.
yeah,
possibly. Oh yeah, there was a cutoff date. Like,
Yeah.
before, it's like all the games before December or something like that. Is it?
yeah.
Is that what it is? Or like halfway through November
I
is
wouldn't
when it
even
cutoff?
do
Yeah,
that.
'cause
I would
Star
put it off
Star
in
Wars
October.
isn't Star Wars isn't included at all, isn't it? The new
No.
one.
Oh,
It's
maybe
too
the cutoff
soon.
date was November then.
Yeah, because like I
Yeah.
know Super Smash Bros. That released on the night of the Game Awards last year.
Yeah.
Because they made a thing of that. But yeah, I don't
But,
know.
like,
I'm gonna watch it for the like announcements and stuff like that. But like,
Sekiro, to me, Sekiro kind of deserves it the most because I wasn't even a From Software fucking fan. I
yeah,
played Bloodborne a little bit, and Sekiro is just. I've only one gripe with that game, and it doesn't have the level of depth of its customization. Could have been more,
mm,
and I don't. Because of that, its replay value probably isn't as good as the likes of Dark Souls or Bloodborne. But like the
I will
whole
s-
traversal of that game is just fucking brilliant. I love.
I will
Sekiro.
say though, before you came on, me and Bundi were talking about it. I found the best sound design category, and Resident Evil 2 remake was in there.
Really.
There's
Well,
no
yeah,
sound.
that's the favorite, isn't it? Isn't
There's
that the
no
favorite?
sound in that game.
Yeah, I don't know. I think sound. I would say I'd probably have to disagree.
Unless you
I-
play with that original soundtrack, there's no sound. That is not up for debate.
Like sound design, doesn't that mean essentially?
It covers sound effects as well, but most of the game is just silent.
yeah,
Because like I would hear like creaks in the walls and stuff all the time in Resident,
yeah.
and like the zombies, you could hear the crunch of the fucking bones splitting when you're
Yeah.
shooting them, and
Yeah,
things like that kind of blew my mind.
maybe like see
I
if
think there's
Because
way
that's
better out there.
because Resident Evil 7 was amazing. That sound design,
yeah.
right?
I thought 7 was actually better.
Overall as a game,
That one's
or
up
you
for
mean the sound
debate.
design?
Sound design, yeah.
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 Even with my
Oh, that'd be-
7.1
yeah, I'd say the
surround
same.
headphones, like if I didn't play with the original soundtrack, that game was just way too damn quiet.
Yeah, see, like, because my first, like, Resident Evil 2 remake was, like, my first sort of Resident Evil 2 experience, I did play with the original soundtrack, so when everyone was moaning about, like, oh, I can't hear anything, I'm like, what do you mean? I can fucking hear things quite fine.
Yeah, me too.
So it's
me
like,
too.
yeah.
Like, I think
But then, yeah.
because if you play the original game, like, yeah, the soundtrack is so just there.
Yeah.
But if you imagine that without the soundtrack, the original,
Yeah.
that would be very fucking bare.
Yeah.
But
it'd be very
the
cool.
remake, I don't really have much of a problem with it being kind of more on the kind of ambient side because a lot of it is dark. It's like it's visually fucking hard to see a lot. Yeah, you literally need a flashlight in places, and it's
My
like
main
hard to hear
issue
too.
is they made such a great soundtrack with that you can barely hear. That's my main issue.
Yeah, we spoke about this before. Like,
Mhm.
it's just that, like, I know what you mean, but I think and I don't mean to be like fucking sucking Capcom's dick here and like that, but it's like, to me, it's almost like they almost found that they didn't want to make the soundtrack overbearing.
They were trying to replicate Resident Evil 4 is what they were doing.
I thought they were trying to replicate Resident Evil 7.
No.
Well, the creaks in the walls and the the sound that you could hear around the corners and stuff.
I think there was definitely
you could hear
inspiration
pots
from it.
dropping.
In the remake.
There were some I mean, it used its own assets.
Yeah. Like there's even like see the little generator thing with the tape on it, you have to get the knife and then cut it open.
Yep.
That was like straight from Resident Evil 7.
Full on Resident Evil 7.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The alligators in the orphanage too. The stuffed alligator.
The mannequin as well.
Yeah, the mannequins in the RPD.
The spade key, I mean.
Which was really weird. I was like, what is with you people and mannequins? They put them in Devil May Cry 5 too.
Oh man,
The mannequins weren't even a thing in Resident Evil 7. It was only a thing in the demo.
Yeah, I don't understand
They were there.
why that blew up so much. Do people have like phobias of mannequins?
Yeah.
Or...
I don't know. I kind of got creeped out by them. I think Resident Evil 7 is a scarier game.
Oh yeah,
than Resident Evil
that's
3,
that's
like,
how
definitely.
Yeah,
That I agree with.
yeah.
Like,
I would say
it's
Resident
just-
Evil 7's more scary, but Resident Evil 2 is just more fun to play.
Yeah, I would agree with that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Unless you have VR,
Mainly
then it
because
makes
the
it
third
10
person
times more
just-
fun.
Oh,
The
yeah.
shoulders made me feel right at home.
Yeah.
Made me
Yeah.
feel way more immersed.
Because people always say, they always argue about I'm so past that argument now. I just don't care. I don't mind if it's first person. I don't mind if it's over the shoulder, and we're probably never going to get a fixed camera angle again.
Oh, fixed angles.
But I don't mind that at all. Like, I'm completely
Yeah.
past that. Like, whenever someone brings that up in chat with me, like, I didn't like Resident Evil 7 because it's first person. I'm like, I'm just exhausted. I've
You
beaten
know
this
how I
horse
get away
before.
from that subject very quickly, Lucy? I say make it optional.
Yeah, I've said the same.
Yeah.
Yep.
Which
Like,
why does it seem like rocket science for them to do that?
It's really not. All they do is put the camera where the character's head
Yeah.
is. That's it.
Like like I always give this one indie game props. The Injection Pi 23. That developer is like all you need to do is hit a button in the D-pad and it changes the entire camera
Yep.
perspective from third
Yeah,
person
like
to
Red
first.
Dead.
Hmm?
Like Red Dead or
No.
fucking GTA
It's
5.
sort of like Red Dead, but in like a survival horror sense, where it's like you can press the left D-pad and then you go into a fixed camera and you press the bottom and
Fallout
it goes
does
into
it too.
first.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not that difficult.
Well,
Yeah.
Them and Us, like you like Them and Us, AJ, didn't you?
Yeah.
Like, that's
I love that
exactly
demo.
like similar.
Yeah.
Like, it could be done.
Did
Yeah.
you play the full game for that yet? Did it
Is
even
the full
come
game out?
full
Not
game?
no, it's out. It's out. Fucking. Apparently, it's out next year. Hang on a minute. Is that out actually?
I was
I
gonna
don't know,
say
'cause,
that was
like,
in like alpha months
Is
ago. and
Fear
that's
the
when I
Dark
played the
Unknown
demo.
out as well?
That's a
Or?
good question.
No, that does. Apparently, that doesn't. They got delayed that until the end of this month, I think.
Ah, right, okay.
Yeah,
I know that game got like 4 delays.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
It's,
Yeah.
You know what game was underrated though this year?
Well,
what's
That
that?
we forgot to talk about. The fucking brilliant game that's Daymare.
Oh
It's
God.
fantastic.
we had a podcast on this. Lucy.
I was there when you got stuck.
This was
Oh
the
my
3-hour-long
God.
podcast last episode, Lucy. I brought you on and we talked about fucking Demo for about half an hour to an hour.
Yeah.
Oh,
Jesus, that game, yeah. I'm glad I didn't buy that. I'm glad they released a demo so I could see.
Did you guys see they actually got caught for trying to make their reviews seem higher than they are?
Yeah. That was early on. I remember that was like early.
If a company does that, they're fucking pathetic. Not gonna.
I agree.
No cover. No sugarcoating that. They are just straight up.
You
pathetic.
didn't see people that made Remothered doing it for that game, and that still got positive reception.
Yeah, exactly.
I still need to play that.
Yes, you do. The sequel's coming out this summer. Come on, Lucy.
Lucy. I know we talked about like not pressuring people to stream stuff, but like Lucy, you need to stream Remothered. You need to stream Remothered. I would love to see your reaction. I would love to see you play Remothered.
I will be there to clip.
Do you want me to get you a copy? Do you want me? I'll pressure you that way. Hang on.
No.
Are you sure?
Because it's already a game I'm pressuring to playing anyway. Like I have to play Song of that looks pretty good.
That Song of Horror, Lucy, that can wait. Remothered can't wait.
Remothered is straight up pure, like classic horror.
When's the sequel coming out?
Don't tell him.
December.
No, summer.
Now he's not going to play the first one until then. Listen, AG. God.
I'll play it. I'll play it. Like I don't give a shit. I'll play it.
Yeah, you really should. It's a really good, cool.
I really think like next Resident Evil 2 is the best horror game to come out in like the last 2 generations.
Yeah.
Resident Evil 2.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think so too.
Yeah.
Like I know a few people who fucking hate Resident Evil 2 remake. I just don't get it.
People confuse that all the time with me. Like I don't hate it. I just have my gripes with it.
Yeah, me too. Like I've talked about like the continuity issues with the game. It makes a lot less sense than the original. Like you fight the same bosses twice. Claire picks up some of the same items as Leon in the B scenario, and it's like I could go on as well, but
B scenario is completely rushed.
Yeah, like you're literally having the same boss fights in the B scenario. It's like it doesn't make sense.
Strange.
And where the fuck? Like I thought if they were gonna, like maybe if they were gonna make the B scenarios more different, they should have expanded the URPD a little bit more, to give more areas.
Honestly, my biggest gripe, Lucy, is they did not expand upon it. They just detracted from it. Like they took away the marshalling yard, where you get the train to go down.
Yeah.
They took that out. They took that journey from when you're going from the sewers to the marshalling yard. They took out the part where you're in the tram and the claw hits Ada.
I'm sorry to cut you guys off, but we have ran out of time.
Right.
I've run out of time. I was going to should I let these guys just continue? And I'm like, no. I said I was going to wrap this up.
That's what we should do in the future, Lucy. We'll have to do a Resident Evil 2 podcast. Just straight out.
Yeah, definitely.
Talk about everything we liked and disliked.
100%.
Yep.
Yeah.
AJ, you're working just before we clock off though. AJ, are you ready to talk about like your podcast idea thing? No?
Not yet.
Okay, cool.
You know what's happening. It's coming.
I was going to plug something, but we're not allowed to talk about it just yet. But yeah, guys, thank you so much for tuning in to the 8th episode of the Mighty Cunapple Show. I will be back next week, hopefully, maybe, possibly, probably not. But I just want to quickly thank Lucy and AJ for coming along, guys. Thank you so much. It's been great.
Welcome.
It's been a
Thank
really
you.
good
You're
podcast.
welcome. Anytime, man.
Really good podcast. Always good having you guys on as well. But yeah,